act as human beings are walking the streets of Earth.
This is Ben from Cinema Gulp. Today we're reviewing the new Jungle Book. This is a spoiler-heavy review, everybody. So if you haven't seen the movie or read the book or had the book read to you, please go and do one of those and then revisit us. Well, I guess we'll say thanks for whoever's listening and pay attention to us in the future because we're going to review stuff all summer long, right?
For sure.
Subscribe today, Tommy, if you love movies.
Hey, look at boobies! I like movies. Hey, Cinema Gulp, where are ya? Help!
Hey, take it easy.
But I lost Cinema Gulp.
Stay calm. Just go to YouTube to subscribe and hit the bell for all the latest videos.
Hey, we're Cinema Gulp and we drink your cinema.
Thanks, Joe. Now I can subscribe.
And subscribing is half the battle.
That was hilarious.
Yes. I was of two minds. Never play that video again and bury it because we just did not know what we were doing. If you want to know, that very first clip was me and John with my 4K camera mic'd with lavs sitting in my living room just with no enthusiasm. First video, just out of the gate, boring as shit, just not really understanding exactly what to do. And there was really no editing in that. It was just like this image of these two clowns.
And John was drinking. John Silhouette was drinking wine, not a beer. I didn't know John drank.
Yeah, we didn't exactly set the world on fire for that first video, and I don't think either one of us really ended up liking the movie very much either. So we kind of hit the ground running with a negative video. I mean, we weren't, dicks about it, but
I'm
moving
to Canada after watching that.
10 years, man. 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. 10 years.
Yes. Jeremy Piven says it best. As of a couple days, as of Wednesday, we put out our first video on this small but quaint YouTube channel, and it's been a fun ride. We've kept it a hobby all this time, and I think that's the best way to go about it. It's just to constantly, or for us, is just to constantly talk about films and have fun doing it with your friends, the people that you made films with when you were kids, and in one way or another still stayed patched into the ether of the lovely thing I love to call movies. And here we got some of the best people to me, near and dear to my heart, some old friends, some newer friends I met because of this channel. And I'm very grateful to the channel for meeting people like Jill and Brandon and Scotty and some other people that are going to come on. So it's been fun. Scotty, how are you doing? I know you were on Jill's show this morning. So you've been on YouTube all day. How's it going for you?
Yeah, then after that, I went to a bar and then I got home.
Gregory Hines?
Exactly. But I do have a stack of movies that since I've met you over the past 10 years, which I haven't known you for that long, movies that have been sort of reminiscent and defined by my association with Cinema Gulp.
Nice. Care to share?
Wait, were we supposed to do that? I didn't get that homework.
No,
it's just me. I just did that.
That's his thing.
I just want to say that's for the future. Please keep going around the horn.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that because that's interesting. I want to hear it. Brandon, your channel's doing great. I gotta catch up on a couple of those, but as I was telling the people that hadn't met you before, such a fun channel. I get jealous of it because you make these awesome drinks, and I'm just like, man, those drinks look good. I want one of those.
Oh,
It's been nice.
Making a recipe book?
I have actually. Originally, I said once I hit 100 cocktails, I was going to do that, and now I'm closing in on 200, and haven't done it yet. So it's in the cards. I've talked to some people about it, so maybe one day. I think the big thing is just I review a lot of like newer movies, and sometimes these are just movies that come and go in the zeitgeist and just are kind of quickly forgotten. But some of those cocktails are still worth checking out, in my opinion. So
I would totally read that book, because are you going to pair the drinks with the films?
Yes, for sure.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
and I would do like a little review alongside it too.
Brandon,
That's awesome. Yeah.
Brandon, I have to say,
Yes.
I had a brilliant idea for a cocktail. It
Okay.
was vodka and C+, because I figured because of it was carbonated, it would be an electric screwdriver. And then I mixed vodka and
Scotty was
C+,
also a bartender. Yeah.
and it is vile.
It
does not work at all. You think it might?
I couldn't imagine.
And no, it's
sometimes
very bad.
Sometimes there's those miracle combinations that surprise you, but just from what I know of those two individual things as they are, I couldn't imagine wanting to pair them together.
I just wanted orange crush that was boozy.
Sounds good.
There's ways to do it, I'm sure, but yeah,
Virus will
that's
drink
probably
it.
not the way.
Yeah, we tried it.
Well, it works so well
Danny
with orange
is,
juice. I can see where you thought that.
I just like what Aaron Giata?
Or Anciata, I think.
Whatever. I don't know how to
Does
spell
orange juice work with anything other than vodka, though? I don't think so, right?
Rum can sometimes.
Okay.
Okay.
No brown liquor. No brown liquor.
Mimosas too.
That's
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can drink anything with brown liquor if you don't care
that's
how
true.
if you don't care how the brown liquor leaves your body, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I want to quickly talk about Danny, because he is a lifelong friend, but newest member of the channel as far as just hard charging, doing a lot of edited content with edited videos with us and coming up with great ideas. And it's been such a great addition to the show. And I'm not, just saying that because you're sitting right here. Like, I've texted you before. I'm like, dude, this is working great. We've had great chemistry with him. He comes up with great ideas. And when I was talking to Gabe last week while watching the Masters, he's like, dude, Danny's really into it, man. Like, when we're out on the golf course, he's talking about all the shit, all the research. I'm like, that's what I want, man. So
I'm trying to get Gabe
happy
to watch,
to have you.
man. Gabe doesn't watch, so I'm trying to.
He doesn't watch. He doesn't watch movies, so therefore he's like, I wouldn't know what you guys were talking about. And I'm like, fair enough. Fair enough. You'd be bored. Yeah. If we did a golf show, he'd watch it. But yeah. And the one and only Elvirus has been with us since the beginning. How are you, my darling?
Good. Thank you.
Cheers.
Very fun topic. Cheers. And fun topic for tonight, Ben, that you chose.
Oh,
I can't wait to get into it.
We were supposed to do homework. Fuck.
Oh, I know. I already know you. You're a liar. I already know you've been working hard on this one.
Scotty's homework.
And Anti-Derivative Jill, who's got an amazing YouTube channel that's blowing up.
Thank you.
And we love you.
Blowing up in more ways than one.
We love you. Hey, you know what? You're going.
I ate a lollipop. I think I'm blue.
No, you're not. You're going through some YouTube bullshit, and we support you and stand by you. I love your show. I love listening to you and Scotty, and I love it when you guys all mix it up together. It's great stuff. And Ben,
it's a lot of fun talking about movies and stuff.
Yeah, well, you guys are like us, where you pick things that you just know so well that you don't want to waste people's time by just bringing up something. Like, you guys just know exactly. You're so detailed with Star Trek, and I think you guys did like Rockford Files as well. And
we had a blast.
Yeah.
Like, what was?
I would love to do Rockford Files because Clobber Times loved it, and I need to get to that, but I haven't done it.
But even like, what was it? It was like 2 weeks ago that we did Logan's Run, and it was the first time that you had ever seen Logan's Run.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
I've seen it like 2 times before that.
Fake news alert.
I didn't do my research on the show that I'm on.
You are right in the sense that that happens a lot where I do review a movie. I can review a movie I've never seen before because that's part of my channel. I have a list of 500 movies I've never seen, and sometimes I'll review one of them. But Logan's Run wasn't one of them. That was my third time seeing it.
Oh, well. See, that's qualifications. You've seen Logan's Run 3 times.
Yes.
How many times have you seen Buckaroo Banzai?
Oh, God, that's a weird movie.
Probably also 3. Yeah. Because I watched it for the first time because Raquel Briggs was like, this movie's great. And so I watched it because of that. And then I watched it the second time.
I like to watch the end credits more than the movie. Just everyone walking with the music.
The first time I ever saw that, I cracked up. I was not expecting it.
Yeah, no, it's great.
But Ben's here too. He's Ben too. So Ben is my best friend from college, and he joined the show about 4.5 years ago, and he and I created Flights and Flicks, which we still have to gain an audience for. I wish more people tuned into it, but we love doing it, and I think they're quality episodes.
You said you were going to send me a flight.
We pair up 4 different. I was going to send you a flight, and then you said you didn't want to do it, Scotty.
No, but you said you were going to send me the glasses. If you sent me,
I was going to send you the Cinema Gulp flight, but you said you didn't want to do the show, so I said, "Go fuck off."
That's not worth it. You know what? That sounds like me, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was, but I'll still send you one. But yeah, so we pair up 4 different beers with 4 different aspects of a movie, and then we sample those beers while we're talking about the film. I think it's very enjoyable, and we managed to get it to about 35 minutes an episode. So, how you doing, Ben?
Good. How you doing?
Good, great. Just chilling, man. What are you drinking? You got a cocktail, a beer, what?
Yeah, let's see. I got
10 gold blood level.
It's 3 Floyds. It's Behemoth. It's not abnormal barley wine. I think it's called Behemoth. It's not abnormal barley wine. I love the title. So let's see if you guys see this. I dig this 2-headed thing going on. I was at the liquor store like a week ago, right? And somebody pulled the guy in front of me line had this, and I was curious about it, but I didn't ask him because I'm pretty antisocial. And I was back today, and it was the last 6-pack. And if you've been drinking for a while like myself, you recognize when there's one 6-pack left, it's probably pretty good, and it's good. I dig it, man. So yeah, it was a good pickup I have.
Dude, man, like barley wine's not really my thing. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm glad you.
Well, Ben, I hope you open up your boundaries a little bit over the next 10 years. Okay.
Yeah. Well, while we're still waiting on a couple people to start the topics, let's go into the chat here because this is great. We got some love here. My buddy, my old friend of mine, happy anniversary, Gulp. Thank you. And then of course there's Jill. Oh, and this is our all-time biggest fan when I do if J.J. Abrams made it. He loves these ones. Congrats, Spen, 10 years. Many gulps to you guys. Thank you, man. And Protein says, drinking Miller Lite for you, Ben. Thank you. I do love my Miller Lite. I do, because I can drink Miller Lite all day while I'm editing, and I don't really get that drunk. So I do like my Miller Lite. There's Theta. Hey, Ben.
Hey,
Theta. Hi.
Happy 10 year. Thank you so much, dude. I would have had more people on, but like the panel is huge. Like as far once everybody shows up anyway, but smoke. Okay.
Is
party time. Diggle? Lemon pie. Hey, Lemon. Congratulations. Lemon. And then
you sweet citrus son of a bitch.
Bob the Goonie, happy anniversary. Thank you.
Yes. What? It's so strange nowadays because I've heard of this thing on the internet and they call it Gooners, and that apparently is a reference to the masturbation. And now I don't know about the Goonies. Like, what are they? Are they like a receptacle for the?
So anyway, Mur Rock Straw says, "Hello everyone, first time here. Blame Jill and Scotty. They sent me. Wow, thank you. I'm not going to blame them. I'm going to thank them.
Hey, what's
That's
going
very
on?
Cool. Is this the same PBR from earlier today, Scotty?
Dude, this is all fresh PBR.
It's probably 10 after that one. Yeah.
No, 7.
Good to meet you. It's Josh. Oh, this is a new YouTube channel that is primarily a podcast that I've become friends with, and I'm actually going to be on their show. They're doing the whole podcast run through of the MCU. They asked me which ones I want to be on. So I love Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So I said I'd love to be on that one. So we're recording that tomorrow, and it'll come out like in a week after. But this channel's great. I'm going to put the link in the chat in a little bit because really cool channel.
So that would you say that is as a representative of Cinema Gulp? Would you say that Guardians of the Galaxy is your favorite MCU movie?
It's my favorite trilogy of the movies.
That's
like
even bigger than a single movie.
3 sort of perfect movies that I mean, it kind of sucks that you have to watch like a couple Avengers movies to really complete the story, but you can almost like watch Infinity War as it. Yeah, because Gamora dies. Spoilers in the middle of
it. 2 to 3. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one is so standalone. That's what makes it special.
Yeah, no. But when I was asked at one point, "What's your favorite trilogy of movies?" and I said Guardians for sure. Like for me. But Lemon says, "Hey Ben, Jill, Scotty, Elvirus, Brandon, Dan, and
hi.
Watch out! You have a Ben imposter." Oh yeah, that's because Ben just got here. That's right.
No, they're friends. They're friends. Lemon, don't worry.
Congrats on 10 years, gang. Feeling the love, man. Feeling the love. Rockford Files is fun to watch. Yeah, that was James. Was it James Gardner?
Yeah,
James Garner. Yeah. Oh, Jill, you stop it. You stop it, Jill. Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you.
I will not. Yeah, $10 for 10 years.
I will not.
You're awesome. If you want to start a trend with that, I won't complain. You know?
Well, and you only get $10. It's 10 years anniversary. You only get $10.
He's going to split that between the panelists, by the way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, right now we get about $1.75 a piece, so we're on a roll.
We have
to cut Jill out of that equation because she paid, so she therefore doesn't get any of that money.
Right, that's my gift to you.
Can we all pool our resources and buy a gallon of gas together?
Yeah, I don't know how it is where you guys live, but in Southern California, it's $7 a gallon right now.
I live in Canada; it's worse.
It's not that bad.
Is it really?
It's not good.
Yeah. Lemon, yes, I can't believe you've been on YouTube for 100 years. Oh shit! I write that somewhere.
Look you.
Yeah, you look great, man. For 100 years.
No, I mean, like, is that some? I might have accidentally.
Look at this handsome son bitch wearing a
and
petticoat.
Look who's here!
Oh my goodness!
It's the man, the myth. There he is.
There he is.
Are you guys talking about me? I'm not here yet. Am I?
Yeah.
As usual. Where's the background? I can't find my backgrounds.
I can see it. You got like
we can see your
Don't worry about it. We'll let you know when we go live.
Is that a
John? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I got one thing to say to you.
10 years, man. 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. 10 years.
Crazy ride. 10-year adventure. It's been fun.
Well,
I don't know if you saw the intro or not, but I put on the the very first video we did and just how awful it starts, and like we just were kind of trying to figure out how we wanted to do the show, so we're both just very monotone the whole time.
It sounded like a bored phone call.
Jungle Book was our first one, but
yeah,
I don't remember. I just remember I didn't really like it all that much, and yeah.
Well, we hadn't even figured out We Drink Your Cinema yet. So my sign off, I was like, well, if anyone's listening, we're gonna be doing this all summer long, right, John? And you're like, yep.
Well, for summer.
Exciting.
Yeah. It was exciting when we started to actually have be on camera. That took about a year, I think, before we were on camera. So it was more podcast originally, but then we got really creative with what we could do. So it was fun.
Yeah, a year and a half in, we said, fuck it. Let's just go on camera because we could do so much more. And we had all these ideas. So that's when we started doing fun shit, dressing up and doing skits, you know.
I do have to say, like, it's so interesting because I'd never heard that before. You guys waking up on a pillow, deciding to record something on YouTube, and then getting to the point where you were beating the shit out of a photocopier as the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have
What? You hadn't heard that? That's my favorite one.
Oh no, I've seen it. I've heard it. I love it. Heck, you know what? The only reason I like Sabotage right now is because of Cinema Gulp. And so, like, I do enjoy it. And the thing is that to hear that initial first sort of broadcast, if you will, and then to find out where you've gone in 10 years, it's like, seriously, it sounded like you were just like, all right, fine, what the fuck? All right, so we went and saw the Jungle Book. And anyway, are you hungover?
Yes, John. Product of the movie itself. The Jungle
Book. It was. John,
I know where you're coming from. That's
shit. You gotta watch that whole intro first. Damn it. Yeah. No, because I have.
So right. I'll give it a view on YouTube.
Yeah. It's literally. Hey, Ben. This is Ben.
Anyway, I gotta go calm down. I gotta have a cigarette. I'll be back.
If you haven't, if you haven't read the book or seen the movie, skip this, or there's spoilers ahead. So, John, what'd you think of the movie? You're like, Yeah, those are the days, man. No, those, yeah. That was the spring to summer of 2016 where we got to review some stuff we ended up loving and just a lot of really bad stuff like Suicide Squad and I remember that one specifically. DC immediately. You have to learn how YouTube. It got blocked. Yeah, it got blocked immediately because DC Warner Brothers sucks my dong. You know,
so a lot of movies by Warner Brothers, I think you had issues with in that first year.
Yeah,
constantly Warner Brothers stuff. We were struggling with, but I remember. Yeah, we talked about it. We probably around Christmas or something, the idea was being thrown around. And so the beginning of that year, it was like, oh, is Deadpool a movie we should spend time talking about? Is Batman Superman? And our schedules hadn't aligned yet. So it ended up being Jungle Book. But then from that point, we were kind of every week. I think we did Green Room next or something, or shortly after.
Yeah, we did. We did Green Room.
We were doing the big blockbusters and the small movies and getting doing
our second movie was Richard Linklater's Everybody Wants Some, and we both love that movie. Yeah. So we did have a good time. That one actually did okay, if I remember, even though we didn't really have any visuals yet. We didn't kind of know what we wanted to do. It was. I know it sounds weird, but it was a way different time on YouTube at that point. There wasn't. It was mostly you had like do you guys remember the schmoes? The schmoes guys, like you had those guys and you had like Screen Junkies and then obviously Red Letter Media, but like there wasn't just like a million people talking about movies quite yet. So the template wasn't really there, I guess. Oh, and look who just joined us. Mark.
Hey folks. How are you? A little late to the show.
Awesome.
Right. Oh, you're good, man. We're just saying, Mark is the first person that ever came on camera with us.
Wow.
For Blade Runner 2049. If you remember that one. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You've been part of the best ones. You were in so much of it when you used to live here in Southern California during COVID. Me, you, and John were doing tons of videos in my kitchen studio, as I call it, so yeah, good to have you, man. It's been a little bit. What's that?
The OG studio.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Whatever works. Green screen can make anything look like Wakanda, so. And I did put us in Wakanda for the Black Panther review. We got a lot of shit for that one because we all didn't like it. But at the time, people, I guess, weren't allowed to not like it or something. Yeah. Good times. How you been, man? How's it out there in your end of Florida?
Good, it's just actually been a really nice spring, and just kind of a lot of busy stuff in life. I've just been, as some of the things that I've been dealing with, but then just trying to keep busy with it all and make things happen.
I hope everything's going okay with all that stuff, man. And we could talk, man. We'll have a pint. We'll have a pint
for sure.
But yeah, some of my all-time favorite stuff, and me and Mark did this Super Mario Brothers movie review. We did 2 of them. We did a regular review with visuals where we're popping out of fucking pipes and hitting fucking mushrooms, and then we did another one that was just more podcast because we wanted to do spoilers, and those did really well because people like that movie, I guess. But yeah, it's good to have you here. It's been a long road, man. Me and Mark actually go back from when we both worked at a publication, and I did video and he did all the art. So that's how we know each other. We stayed friends, even though
co-conspirators.
Co-conspirators. You guys,
Ben, is this our biggest panel? Like, can we add to, is there room to add to the panel if more people
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, Bobak's coming, right?
Well, we need one more person to sign on to see.
Yeah. I think I have room for 1 or 2 or 3 more. I think
it would be 3 more potentially if you're gonna have probably be
Bobak is the only one left, and he just told me he's on his way. So you guys chat for a second. I'm gonna send him a link.
I thought the max was 10.
Is it 10? Okay, well that's perfect because we only need
I
one more.
thought I saw 10. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, there's only one left. We had RMB. We had RMB scheduled to come on, but I guess he's at CinemaCon. So.
Oh, is that it? He's at a convention. Okay.
Yeah, he wanted to come on. He loved the topics.
I sent him a message, but he hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, he loved the topics, but then this week I found out he was at the con, so I was like, he's probably not going to make it. But
well, it's a full panel anyway. That's cool.
No, and you know what? Honestly, like, he's another one of those guys that was such an advocate for our channel, even back in 2020, 2021, just telling his subs to sub us. And I remember one day in 2021, he just started blowing us up on his channel. And next thing you know, we had like 55 new subs in one day. And for us, that's fucking huge, you know? So
very cool.
I always remember that. That was very cool. That's very cool. So Bobak, hang on. Just sent you the link, brother.
Well, think of it this way, Ben. Even if there's a 10 limit, it can be a 10 for 10, right?
Yeah. And as soon as we get, I can't wait to hear everybody's. This is going to be a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed the topics and had fun creating their scenarios or pitches, if you will. But I'm going to check the chat again real quick here. Oh, we got Max Redstone. Hey. Happy 10th anniversary. You represent our alma mater proudly. Oh, man. He must be a Columbia guy. We drink your cinema, Bobak. Hey, thanks, man.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, John, what would you think? I was going back because I don't know if you saw, but I was putting up like kind of long form videos of all our old stuff and thinking about what was the best thing what was the most fun I had doing something. I gotta say it was Deadpool 2 with the rap song at the end.
Oh yeah,
with My Dick, Mickey Avalon, My Dick. I just thought that was so fucking fun to shoot.
That was definitely a fun one. I think for me, getting to do stuff like that where we kind of broke the mold of just doing a regular review behind the counter was always a lot of fun. But
Jurassic Park,
probably the most memorable coming out of the studio and shooting in the park and everything and running around and dressing up like cavemen and stuff.
I was gonna say that one was my favorite that I watched.
Oh, dude, I've heard people say I love the Jurassic World one because me and John are cavemen. And
it's such a bad movie too. Like, I mean, and part of the fun of that review was that the movie was so shitty we could rip on it. But I wish it had been a better movie, and we were really like playing into, acting out all that stuff within a review that we enjoyed the movie as well. But it was still fun to rip it apart.
I actually think the video works
of all Jurassic Park movies.
I think the video works better because we hated the movie.
Yep.
We just came up with funnier quibs like while we were doing it.
It pains me that there's such a bad Jurassic Park movie, which there's a lot of, I guess. But that one.
Too many.
That one is bad.
Oh, there's more. There's
more bad.
Well, there's only one.
That's fair.
It only gets worse.
The only good Jurassic Park movie is Jurassic
Park.
The Lost World.
Only the first one.
Hey, Bobak, what's up, brother?
What's going on, everybody?
So now we have a full panel here.
We do.
Love that background.
Cheers, brother. Cheers, Bobak. Here's to you guys. Everyone. Here's to everyone. Here's to everyone.
Babaloo.
So we got a full panel here. So why don't we get into it? Everybody ready to give us your puppet movie? And I'm thinking, let me move myself here next to John. Right there. Let's go right to left, top to bottom. Let's start with Danny. Danny's on the spot here. But before we do that,
how long is this bozo gonna go on?
Well, that's what I've been asking for the last 10 years. Oh!
Okay, a little introduction for our first topic, which is if you could remake any movie with puppets, what would it be?
Yeah, I had to go with something that had music in it. And I mean, of course, the only real puppet movie that I can think of that I loved was Team America. But I'm going with Robin Hood Men in Tights. Just because it's got a lot of great songs. When that came out, the age I was at, like that was just nonstop laughter. I hadn't laughed that hard since like Dumb and Dumber. So that's the first thing that popped into my head, and that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, paint us a picture. Like, what are some of the scenes?
Well, I mean, come on, a puppet walks out. We're manly men. We're men in tights. You know, you just see the puppet going up and down.
And Dave Chappelle wearing a backwards cap.
Totally. So
I would watch the shit out of that. I would totally watch that. All right, John, if you can remake any movie with puppets, what would it be?
Well, my cynical answer is the company that would do this, Disney. They might as well just fucking make Moana right now. I mean, they've already made it animated, live action. Just make the trifecta of fucking making it with puppets and get it out next week too, because we haven't seen enough Moana at this point. And they probably will, because they'll be like, hey, if we can make money off of it, why not? But actually, it might take me a second to load up a picture. I did have an option I came up with here.
We got nothing but time, brother.
Is it a picture of Moana?
Is Moana the big guy or is Moana the little girl?
I think that's
Moana's the girl.
Actually the girl, yeah.
I think the guy's name is like Kiwi.
I don't
or
have
some
kids,
shit.
so I have no idea
Maui.
what you people are talking
close,
about.
Oh, fun fact, while John's loading the picture, one of our
Moana's really good. You should see it with your nieces, Scotty. Sorry.
I don't know.
No, seriously, our first year of doing the channel, we used to switch off sometimes. Like I wasn't going to be able to see a movie, but I would still edit it if John saw it and wanted to review it. So John did Moana because I didn't have any interest in seeing it. I eventually did and liked it, but
see, I'm not the only one.
But John's review was our highest viewed view for our first 2 years. It got like 4,000 views. And I was like, what? I was like, fuck that. I was bitter because it was only him. And I was like, it was rolling through my brain that maybe people just don't like me, But
never do a solo review.
Bring my thing up full screen. Okay, so we got John Wood, because who else can give a wooden performance except Keanu Reeves? No one does it better than him. But honestly, I think this would be amazing to see the choreography of a John Wick movie done with puppets, and actually pull that off. Now, you could play it like Team America, where you play into the humor of seeing puppets do an action scene and the strings all get tangled and can't accomplish these crazy choreography, or you get very inventive like they also did in Team America and actually pull off amazing action scenes that look fluid and look like they're doing the crazy stuff you see in a John Wick movie with puppets.
Wow.
I'd see it.
Wow, I love the visual.
I like it.
AI obviously helped create that. AI has been forced on me at work. Every day there's damn meetings telling me I need to use it more and more. I fight with it. I scream at it. I tell it it's going to ruin our lives. But it did
I
create
have
that
been
silly
pegged
poster.
by Skynet.
Yeah, I hate it, but it did create that poster.
Boss sounds a lot like YouTube.
So John Wick 1. So I'm visualizing.
No,
a small
actually,
little...
I won John Wick 4. You can't see
Oh.
below in this poster. It says Chapter 4, but I had to crop it.
Oh, okay.
Is that the Parabellum?
John? No, the latest
That's
one, I guess.
3.
But, that one just has so many amazing scenes. To see that recreated with puppets,
John,
insane.
I took a young lady to a date at a drive-in, and we went to go see John Wick Parabellum, and there was an action scene. I think that's the one with what's her name, Halle Berry. And so we go and we're watching, and she's got these dogs, and then the guys in the movie with the guns, and they're like, "We're gonna kill these dogs." And she says, the lady that I went to go see the movie with, she's like, "If they hurt those dogs." And at that moment, I knew we had nothing in common, because I looked at her and I was like, "We're the John Wick movie. What if they hurt these dogs?"
Now,
the dogs just kick a lot of ass in that one.
Oh my God. And so at that point, it was just like, anyway, it was nice. Get out of my car.
So, John, would you have Keanu voicing? You have to, right?
100%. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You need that
Did you ever
voice
see that
behind
Batman movie with
He would do
Keanu?
it too.
wooden face. Yes.
When he was like the dog, he was the bat dog.
Well, he's in Toy Story 4, and I imagine they're bringing the character back for Toy Story 5. It's a popular character.
Duke Kaboom.
Yeah, it's already kind of a version of him playing a plastic toy or whatever. But
Duke
John
Kaboom.
Wood, Chapter 4, I think it could be a hit
with puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would watch that. I would love to see the choreography and the covering the face with the I guess a bulletproof, not just bulletproof jacket, but like an indestructible jacket that can basically withstand a missile or anything. Yeah, I would watch that
for sure.
That and
Scotty-
also the puppet falling down the stairs too would be funny.
I'm on your date side
ragdolling.
because the dog didn't die. It didn't have a vest on or something.
It
was
did.
okay.
I think it. Yeah, no. I think that Halle Berry's dogs did have bulletproof.
It had a pit bulletproof vest on.
Aye.
Well, I love that. I love that one. I would watch the shit out of that.
And one just real quick, a personal movie I would like to see. Like, I think this one's a big blockbuster hit that everyone would go see. Just a personal movie I want to see remade with puppets. I'm not going to explain my reasoning behind it, but Human Centipede. I have my
Fuck, dude.
reasons.
Oh, that was fun.
I thought you were going to say Showgirl.
I feel like
don't say anything about it, John.
I mean, I've
gross.
made my own version of it with toys and dolls, but you know.
Oh,
isn't it that movie banned in like certain parts of the world?
Probably.
Not in my house.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Has James seen it yet?
James and I watch it every weekend.
At what point are they just a pant leg? You know.
What's that?
At what point are they just a pant leg? You just got, you know what I mean?
When you get
At my house, we watch it every Thanksgiving.
So I guess it's my turn. I'll just say it. Showgirls.
Great.
And, if you really
Did you
think
make an
about
AI
it,
poster, please?
I did.
How did you guess, buddy?
I didn't do it.
So
I
if you
didn't
think,
make
if you think about it, just think about the movie puppet showgirls dancing, yanking up their pelvises up in the air, puppet pole dancing, puppet pool sex, martial arts puppet
pool sex. That's
if this movie played it straight, it could be as
puppet
funny.
Robert Davi.
If this movie played it straight, it could be as funny as Team America. It really could if it took itself
Or
seriously.
as funny as Showgirls.
Yeah, or yeah. but Nomi Mitchell or whatever her name is, played by Jesse Spano from Saved by the Bell.
Elizabeth Berkley.
Yes, Elizabeth Berkley. I think it could be the next Team America because every scene in that movie is so overacted and overdone with puppets, just makes it that much funnier. I'll take your questions now.
Okay, so I want to know how you're going to work the puppet tits.
That's a question for the puppeteer. I am just the one pitching the story, sir.
Yeah, I know, but you said you want to see him in puppets. I kind of think you're.
There's a scene in this movie where Jesse Spano is writing Kyle MacLachlan, and Gina Gershon is in the corner masturbating. Imagine that, but with puppets. and also the over the top pool sex scene between Cara McLachlan and Jesse Spano, where she's just like, I mean, I'm not gonna do it.
No, do it. Yeah.
So
visualize.
So when you wanted us to choose our puppet movies, were you just trying to get us to define Rule 34?
I just wanted to talk about
That was true. I didn't follow the assignment.
No, I didn't get the puppets fucking. I didn't even, and I'm the guy who loves puppets fucking.
All right, Scotty, your turn, sir.
Let's hear.
You know what? And here's the deal. I want to see the Muppet Glenn Ross, and the only person who is still a human is Alec Baldwin.
That is amazing.
He comes in and he's like, I am from Mitch and Murray. Same fucking thing, same intensity. And he says it to Fozzie, Kermit, Gonzo. And it's just like, but it's absolutely the same text. Absolutely the same text.
Would it be coffee is for closers, or would it be like something else, like chocolate milk is for closers? Or
you know what? And the thing is that Scooter would play Jack
Lemmon?
No, Scooter would be Kevin Spacey.
Oh, okay.
Nice. That's actually perfect. That's perfect. Yeah,
he's the stage manager, and it would be like, who would be?
Oh, dude, Al Pacino has to be Animal. He has to be Animal.
Oh, that would be so. You know what? Animal is the he's Robert Price, the guy who is buying from Rick Roma. Roma has to be Fozzie.
Oh, Jonathan Price.
Yeah, when Jonathan Price, that's Animal.
In that movie. No, dude, imagine the Al Pacino scene where he's like, "Where did you learn your trade?" And he's like,
I think you know what? That was the and the other one that I thought of. If I wanted to do puppets, I would say Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Nice.
It's a musical.
Well, I don't want, if it's okay with everybody, I don't want people to talk about what they might have done, because that might actually jump into what somebody already had planned. So just in case.
Hey, sometimes the studios have competing movies at the same time. That's just
they do. That's a good point, John.
Very White House
April
Down
Fool's
situation.
movies in '86. So,
before we move on to Brandon, I want to quickly check the chat, because I'm so happy to see people giving love. Oh, and I want people to talk about what they would Blazing Saddles. There will be blood. Spaceballs feels like a puppet movie already, but that's a good choice.
I would love to see
It is
Madeline Kahn as a puppet.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles works. There will be blood. Could be funny in scenes for sure, but Spaceballs would be great. No, great. Max Redstone, great. Oh, Goodfellas. Yes. Goodfellas would be fucking hilarious. I love it. We got Paul in Long Beach again. Congrats, everyone. Oh, man, thank you. Anti-Derivative Jill sent you a Twitter DM.
Oh, okay.
You must check that. FKH 2005.
Wow.
Oh, Caligula.
There you go. That's a recent. Is that? Wait.
Caligula's from the 60s.
That's an old one.
Okay. I'm thinking of something else.
It's also got Helen Mirren and Penetration.
For the panel, Kirk or Picard? Picard for me. Picard for me.
Kirk, Captain Kirk, all the way.
Picard.
I've just seen more. Picard for me, but I love them both. I actually really
Who
like.
are you people?
I like
Janeway. Janeway, you misogynist.
I like
I'm a Michael Burnham man.
I like Archer. I'm a huge fan
You
of
like
Archer.
the Whisper Lady.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy
I honestly, I love Archer. He's very underrated. Very
Archer
underrated.
is underrated, but I'm
Archer
a
is
Cisco
cool.
guy. It goes Kirk, Cisco, Picard.
Oh, Cisco. Yeah.
Cisco's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Also,
is. He's great.
if you talk to Star Trek fans and you say you're a Cisco fan, they think you're not racist.
So what Ben too is saying, it's got to be either Cisco or Janeway.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to be,
So-
all that.
This is channel engagement. Ben, Max Redstone has sent me his AI pictures of movies that he wants to be puppets, starting with Casino, a Martin Scorsese film. It's in the background here if you want
Lots
to.
of
I have
holes
to
in
see
the
it.
desert.
I have to see it. Do you have it in your background, Jill?
I shared it
Or-
with you. All you had to do is bring it up.
Did you put it in the private?
Yeah, no, it's kind of like if it was another guest, you just click on it.
Where'd you put it?
I'm not. Oh, there it is. There it is.
I found it. All right. Big screen.
Yeah. One of my
There you
favorite
go.
movies.
Yeah.
But that's not a puppet. That's just a guy.
And that is not
That's
Joe
just a guy.
Pesci, and that is not.
Oh
Sharon
no, they
Stone.
got strings. They got
Maybe-
You know what? The
Yes,
other one's
right.
better. The other one's better.
No, he's
Look at
got to
this
do.
one.
He's got to do. Oh shit. He's got to do. Goodfellas. Goodfellas would be better.
Okay, here's his other one. Here's his other one. I think this one's way
Ever
better.
since I could remember, I always wanted.
Yes.
Hey!
Yes.
You know.
Oh, that's great.
Morons.
That's great.
I'd
Look
watch
at those
that.
puppets. Yeah, I'd watch the shit out of that, man. That movie.
That is great.
That movie's so freaking funny. I love it. Let me take this. I'll do one more chat and then we'll move on. Let's see. Kirk for action. We will deal with it later. Yeah, no, okay. I mean, Picard was not the action guy. It wasn't very convincing, in some of the fight stuff. I'll give Kirk more of the, machismo.
Kirk got things done, but he also had the philosophical. He had philosophical speeches too. It wasn't just for Picard. Come on, he had, we won't kill today. He did it all the time, and he taught computers to death.
Patrick Stewart is what women in the 90s, when they were like in their reveries and they were like, I wonder what it would be like to bang my grandfather.
Yeah, exactly. Gene Roddenberry didn't.
You
really
agree?
want Patrick
Don't agree
Stewart.
with that. Yeah.
No, not that. No, I agree with that.
Well, Patrick Stewart looked like a grandfather for 45 years.
Bang my grandpa. Okay, all right.
All right,
That's
we're-
not what I'm agreeing with. I'm agreeing that Patrick Stewart looks like a grandfather, and Gene Roddenberry wanted a handsome young Frenchman to be his captain, and he didn't get it.
Well, he got the Frenchman part right.
Yeah.
but,
No, he
yeah.
didn't.
Well, no, he didn't.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe-
Yeah, he didn't even get that part right.
Maybe Patrick
anyway,
Stewart
let's
is
move
what
on.
a handsome young Frenchman is like, Maybe he's one of the better ones from over there.
What's the guy? The guy, remember the guy from, what was it? The Artist, that silent film?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
What was
Worst
his name?
movie ever to win Best Picture.
I like that movie, but yeah, it
Desjardins,
shouldn't have won.
something Desjardins.
Yeah, Jean Dujardin.
Jean Desjardins.
And yeah, no, he was a fine Frenchman. And the
Anyway,
only
let's
reason-
move.
The only
let's
reason
move-
I think so is because he never spoke.
Let's move to the bottom row here and get our martini shot, Mr. Brandon. I'm on pins and needles because I don't know what you picked.
Well,
Was it
someone
Hellraiser?
already said human centipede, so I'm gonna go with Salo instead.
Oh, God.
Because if,
Never seen
because
Salo.
if you think about it, it is a film about the dehumanization of people, and so
Holy
turning them into puppets, I feel like puts a whole new level on it.
Yeah.
But that's more of a joke answer. If I wanted a more serious answer, I would probably go with being John Malkovich. Keep John Malkovich as the human, but have everyone else be puppets. And I think it kind of like
Oh, so you would have
brings up an
a
interesting
human
dynamic
in it. Yeah.
So you have these puppets puppeting a man.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a great pick. So you did have Human Centipede as your number one pick.
I was throwing it back and forth between Salo, but just since someone said Human Centipede, I think that's the funnier of the two answers because
but
Salo just makes me sad.
Yeah, and watching like puppets shit on each other, we've already
Eating
seen
poop
that
and
with
stuff,
Team America.
Yeah, but
yeah,
but Brandon, isn't there the Human Centipede, the puppet show, the home game? Is it if you put one sock on one hand and open it wide, and then put one sock on another hand and make it closed, and then you do this, and then you sort of like make one go over the other.
You might have to
Gregory Hines.
I don't know if people know what's going on behind your closed doors, but if you publish that, I think the world will know.
I'm Human Centipeding socks.
Okay, well, all those are good ones, Brandon. I would personally, Human Centipede would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Sallow, I don't even think I would.
Seen Sallow, so I don't.
I would never, or Salo. I thought it was Sallow, but either way, Sallow, potato, tomato, tomato.
Really, I heard it was better with puppets.
You feel disgusting. You feel disgusting when you watch it, but it is kind of a movie you should probably watch once. But
historic relevance for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
is it better than I Piss on Your Grave?
It'll make you feel the same.
Yeah.
So which one would you rather, Salo or I Piss on Your Grave?
I Piss on Your Grave.
I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch Alfred Justice.
Somehow it's a little bit more digestible. Not by much, but it is.
So Jill is next. Are you there, Jill?
Yes.
Let's hear what you got there.
Okay, so I can only pick one.
Yeah,
if I can only pick one, I'll pick The Matrix. It's kind of for a similar reason that John Wick was picked, because it would be great to see people doing kung fu with puppets, and somersaults and bullet dodging and all of the fun Matrixy stuff, and I love science fiction, so I had to pick one of those.
Well, that's two for Keanu. That's two for Keanu Reeves. Who's got speed? Who's got Point Break? Who's got Point Break?
He was born to be a puppet. What can I say?
Born to play a puppet.
Do you have any
puppet.
Do you have any human actors who are going to be in the movie, or is it all puppets?
Well, you can do whatever you want. Like
Smith, she's the only human.
Maybe they're puppets when they're in the Matrix.
I like how Brandon had John
yeah.
Malkovich, actually John Malkovich, and then everyone else was a puppet. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. There's no rules.
I like that idea. I like that idea. Matrix is puppets.
Yeah,
when you're
in
out
the
of
Matrix,
it, you're a real person.
So Morpheus is telling him, like, look, when you go in the Matrix, everything's puppets, but out here in the real, and that'd be great when you.
Or would it be more
when
confusing
when Neo finally sees himself in the slime pod? He's like, "What is this? I'm not furry and weightless."
I think it could be more interesting and confusing if the real world is puppets and the Matrix is, or sorry, on film. Yeah, on film, the Matrix is real people. So you feel more like a real world when you're in the fake world.
You're right.
Supposed to be a real world feels very fake to us as humans, but the Neo character is trying to wrap his head around that now he's a puppet, but he's being told this is the real world.
Actually, John's 100% right. If he woke up in the slime pod as a puppet, he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yeah, that might even.
This is the real world. This is how things are really supposed to be.
I really hate to ruin this anniversary. What? You're wrong, dude. You're completely wrong. Because the whole point of the puppet is the bullet time and shit. And they don't do any of that in the real world, man. You got to think about these numbers, baby. We got to sell video games too, dude.
True.
Yeah, and also it would have ruined my idea to call it Desert of the Puppets.
This is the desert of the puppets. No, it would be funny though. You wake up in the slime pod and this like mechanical hand comes out and goes right up your ass, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" I think Jill's answer gives us a lot to think about for sure. Are you good, Jill? Should we move on to Elvira's Joanne here? I think that's a yes.
Great. Yeah. Great pick, Jill.
Take it away. Take it away.
Thank you.
So I'll save my original one for last, just because you said, not to mention it. But what I did go with, John, I love the monster movies. What I did go with is arachnophobia.
Whoa.
I was thinking,
oh my God, puppet spiders.
Yeah. So I was debating. Well, first of all, I wanted them to be like pretty detailed, like you can see all the hairs and everything, and just like the way they move is creepy. And I was thinking of having them be kind of smart in like who they move towards. And the part I was debating was, do I have real people and have the spiders as puppets, and the people just kind of treat it like it's a normal infestation and they don't really acknowledge that they look weird? Or do you have them all be as puppets? Those are the things I was thinking of. But I was thinking it could be like disturbing and funny at the same time.
It has to be all puppets, I think. But really quick, that movie was filmed in Cambria,
except for Alec Baldwin and
California.
Glenn Ross.
I think it's great. Yeah, it's great. I would watch
So
that.
many monster movies you could do like that.
Do you have another pick that you didn't want to share? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'll save it for last, just in case there's like a 1% chance that other people chose monster movies.
Okay.
Well, Mark, it is your turn. And from Mark, when you're done, we're going to go straight to Ben, and then we're going to go straight to Bob back without my interruptions, because we all know what order this is. So. Take it away, Mark.
So I kind of had like bouncing between 4 ideas. I'm trying to think which one would be the better of the 4 to choose, because I was like, what would look funny as a puppet? Yeah, I know. I got to pick one.
Pick as many as you want. I picked 3 or 4.
All right.
All right. I'll go with this one because I think it might be funny to watch like a version of this where the puppets just beat each other up. Let's see. Can I share this?
Especially if you have imagery, you're showing all of them.
Yeah.
All of them? Okay.
Mark's been hard at work while everybody else is about
imagery. If you've been letting AI do the work for you, we want to see it.
It looks
like. Oh yeah.
We would prefer the artificial intelligence rather than yours.
How about this? Can you guys see that?
That's what my job keeps telling me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Can you guys see this one?
Again, that's what YouTube's telling me. No, we can't see anything.
No?
Can we?
Oh.
I can see you.
Well, you could do a
You're
background.
good.
Oh yeah.
You're cute.
Single you out. If you make it your background, and then Ben will make.
I have no control over this chicanery.
Let's see. Maybe I'll just do the full screen. I think that'll just do it.
Oh, that'll
entire
do it.
screen. Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Still
We
got
don't
nothing.
see your screen.
Okay. How about now?
Nope.
We're just seeing your face. How would we see your screen?
Hey Ben.
So what are you
back.
trying to do, Mark? Sorry.
Hmm.
Oh, I got you. I got you, brother. I got you.
Oh, there it
Hey,
Is it
War
there?
of the Roses.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
is that Peter Capaldi?
Oh, is that? Oh, the original War of the Roses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
I don't know
that's
what-
cool. I like how Scotty's right next to the picture.
Yeah, I have no idea why Scotty's in there. We just can't get rid of him.
Yeah,
He's a
that sounds
puppet.
like me.
I've known him
Oh,
this whole
that
time.
sounds
He's a
like my
puppet.
channel.
Yeah. Hey, shut up. I thought you liked me.
That is bizarre.
I do. I was just a joke.
I
That's
know.
So keep going, Mark. Keep going, brother.
So I had this one, and then I had Bloodsport.
Oh, punchy,
is.
punchy.
Bloodsport.
I was thinking about.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Oh, Bloodsport. Nice.
And then we have Home Alone.
Oh.
Hey, that
More
looks
puppets,
like a
you know,
Garbage
with
Patch
shenanigans.
Kid.
That's cool. And you know what?
look like
I would
And then,
buy that gingerbread house.
That. Oh,
And then
my
Back to the
God.
Future.
This one, I thought of this one. I'm so glad I didn't say my other ideas because I need to see Back to the Future and puppets.
Live on
That would be
stage,
fun.
too.
That would be fun.
I was kind of
Yeah,
thinking about
absolutely.
I'd love to see old man Peabody shooting his 12 gauge at Artie.
Yeah, most of
All
these
right.
came from like it just be a fun version of just puppets.
I don't
reenacting.
think George McFly wore glasses.
You
Well,
know
it
what that
works
looks
so
like,
well
Mark?
because
That
it's
looks
so
like
colorful.
that, Mark. That looks like because didn't they try making a cartoon? Well, they did make a
They
cartoon.
did. There was a
Yeah.
80s cartoon,
And
I
it was
believe.
really weird. It was like the guy that did the voice for Marty acted like Michael J. Fox sounded like someone whose balls were getting squished by a vice. He's like, like every time he talked, it's like, dude, that's not
No,
how Michael
I
J.
think
Fox sounds.
it sounds like he was trying to do that voice crack thing, but he failed immensely.
Max Redstone says the Home Alone poster kind of looks like a garbage pail. It does. It does look like a garbage pail.
It also looked like
Hey, Mark,
a gingerbread
bring the
house.
Home Alone
Yeah,
back.
it played into like gingerbread, which was kind of cool and festive.
Yeah,
That
that's
looked-
funny,
that-
Max
that
Redstone. That
looked like-
does, yeah.
That looked like something that would.
I
those
mean,
are
the
great.
reality is like you said, Ben. There was a question of like, well, how would you accomplish some of these things we're saying these puppets do? And you wisely just deflected and said, "Hey, that's not my problem. That's the puppeteer's problem." But to be
Yes.
honest, like if we're saying that these movies, all these ideas are truly puppeteers with strings and rods and whatever, great. That's what I'd love to see. But the reality is they would just use computers to make it without rods, strings. It would just be a computer animated movie that looks like puppets.
But ours
No,
wouldn't be.
but-
Ours are true
It'd be
puppet
sad.
movies. Ours are all like Team America. Where
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's
But
what
I
the-
think
pulled
the
off
reality
at
of the
Team
approach
America.
Hollywood would take is, sure, you want it to look like puppets, but we're still going to use a computer to create it instead of worry about strings and rods.
But this
Yeah,
is
but
our.
that's-
But, Mark,
Yeah.
but John, this is our world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would defeat
exactly.
the purpose
Like,
because
that's
you,
the
you want the
thing.
charm and the goofiness.
Yeah, when I said that I wanted Glenn Ross performed by puppets, except for because honestly, come on, Alec Baldwin needs the money. But the thing is that with all the puppets, the thing is that little lilts, that little what? Like there's something about that makes it's not when I was handed the assignment, I was like, oh, puppets. Like I have to be like Jeff Dunham. And like this is yeah, I wanted Muppets and it's
No, it has to be
Gary.
like Team America. It should
Yeah,
be
no,
Marionettes.
should be
the
envisioned.
whole
Yeah,
thing
if
is-
you want
yeah.
marionettes, you can have marionettes.
I
No,
wanted
no,
sock puppets eating poop.
The concept was more like.
Oh, are you calling me a hack there?
The concept was more like if you're making like a Team America style, like real puppet movie, like a puppet movie. Like if you're remaking a movie with puppets, yeah. So I get what John's saying. It's like, yeah, you could have all this CGI stuff in there, but that's not like these ones are if like somebody like Trey and Matt were like, just do a puppet movie again. What would it be?
And,
you know,
and Trey and Matt, the reason Trey and Matt, who I think are amazing filmmakers,
Yeah.
beyond what they did with that one film, the reason they have never made a feature film since then was
it was so hard.
hard. Because
Yeah.
they were
Well,
gonna
okay.
they were gonna make,
Maybe you could do both. You can have real puppets and do most of it in real life, but also maybe just use CGI as enhancer just to make it a little easier. But you
Definitely
have
a
to at least have some. You have to absolutely, if for a puppet movie, have some of it be practical.
Oh, Mark,
Yes.
Mark, I have an idea. What
What's
if
that?
we do a black and white marionette Clerks?
Clerks would be great. Clerks
Oh,
would be
Clerks would
fantastic.
be a great puppet movie. It'd be very easy, you know.
we still have
I
two
wasn't
people
talking
go.
to you.
Let's let those two people give their ideas.
Well, I think there's one left, right? And sorry, the group got a little scrambled because we lost a couple people for a second.
There's two left.
So we have Ben and Bob back. Sorry, guys. Everybody got moved, shuffled around a little bit. Give me a second. Ben, you are next, sir.
So, when you gave us this assignment, I got thinking, like, what is the movie like somebody might actually want to go see? And you know, there's so much nostalgia, you know, for stuff from like the 90s and the 80s. But at the same time, a lot of those stars have momentum still, like Mark Wahlberg, right? So I think it would be really great to do Fear, but Mark Wahlberg's character will be played by Elmo. And I think it writes itself, you know. The dad says, "I need you stay away from my daughter," and he just goes, "I'll fucking kill you, bitch!" Like that's more terrifying than Mark Wahlberg, you know. And you know, because we gotta riz it up a little bit. I think we gotta change the name to F is for Fear, and I think it'll do great. Elmo is the only puppet in the entire movie.
Yeah,
I used to think I was a furry until I heard you just now say,
Dude, Ben, the scene I'm thinking about the most with puppets is when God,
finger banging her on the roller coaster.
No, when William Peterson grabs Mark Wahlberg and throws him out the window, where he all of a sudden has superhuman strength and throws him like 50 yards out of
What
the
movie
window.
is this? What movie is this?
How hard is that with Elmo, right? I mean,
well, who wouldn't
Everything
want to
is
see
hard
a
with
young?
Elmo.
You have to
Who would
say what
wanna
movie
see-
this is. We don't know what's going on.
It's
What's
Fear.
going on?
I
Movie
said
called
Fear.
From 1996.
Oh, Fear.
Yeah.
Fear. F is for fear.
But how funny, like, would it? How cool would it be to see like a Alyssa Milano as a puppet? I would love to see that.
Yeah. Me too.
Hey, Ben,
Hey, you guys have-
Ben number 1, can you bring up Ben number 2's image? Again.
Does he have an image?
No,
I
his
don't
bring up
recommend
his bring him put him full screen.
Are we
my
done
God.
with the puppet movie
Ben,
questionnaire?
Ben, can you blink 3 times if you're being held hostage? Where the fuck are you? Are you in like an Argentinian basement or something?
He's in his garage.
Dude, I'm in Gary, Indiana.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just in my garage, man. I can't. My wife has this whole big thing that I can't smoke weed in the house. Whatever, you know.
Neither can I. You know what, Ben?
I
Neither
don't-
can
you
I.
live
So
in the
I'll be back
garage,
in a
Scott.
sec.
How dare she? How dare she?
All right, we got Bob back. One more.
We got Bob back.
Puppet movie.
Bobak, what movie would you remake with puppets?
Well, I really like what I was hearing before about kind of matching the puppet to the actor's acting ability and style. And Keanu Reeves is definitely woodheaded in the puppet. But I thought another really good fit would be not just Arnold Schwarzenegger, like just the way that he talks on moves anyway in all of his movies, but also him as the Terminator, especially when the flesh is ripped away and it's just the Terminator walking around with the big guns. I think that would look really good with marionettes. So I kind of thought I want to see that. It would lend itself to it. But on the other hand, I would also get into watching a Pinocchio, but like the actual original story from 1883, where basically Pinocchio is such a horrible little wooden child that the town lynches him. And at the end, he's just like hanging from a tree or something. But like with puppets, I think that'd be kind of cool. But
I like the Terminator one a lot better.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I love having Arnold.
Does that kill Pinocchio? I mean, he doesn't breathe, right?
Yeah, I think they hang him. The town lynches Pinocchio originally, I think.
Wouldn't that just be like hanging a log from the tree?
That's true. Yeah, they just kind of hang him up. They just put him up there to hang up.
You gotta light him on fire.
Once you've been pooped on by enough birds, we'll let you down.
I don't know. For that one, I could see the Terminator being a great puppet movie for sure. There's a good sex scene in there too, where you could have 2 puppets. Having sex.
But
yeah.
there was also the Happy Times murder mystery, which was more of a Muppet thing, where they put the Muppets into the real world. I didn't quite watch all of it. It didn't engage me, but that's the first thing I thought about when you guys start talking about Muppets as well.
Ben,
John, if you remember,
we did
me and John, dude, that movie, that's the movie that spawned us doing reviews with puppets, was that movie. We have a whole review where he and I go into Puppet World, and the entire review is done with Booty and Hank, these 2 puppets that we have. And I loved that video. It's funny as fuck. I mean, toot the own horn all you want, but that video is hilarious just because it's just puppets talking about movies and coming up with little funny gags to say. And like, if you remember, John, like I found this giant stuffed giraffe, like 6 feet tall stuffed giraffe out by my garbage bins, and I brought it in. And we had that be the murder victim.
Like a murder victim.
He got killed on set.
We're trying to solve the mystery. Yeah.
That video is great. So I hate Happy Time Murders, but I love it because it got me and John to do our puppet work, and every once in a while we bring in the puppets, and it's a lot of fun.
I can't believe they're not here to give their choices.
Yeah, I love it
What
when we
movie
started.
would I remake with humans? Team America.
Dude, when we started putting the puppets in the Chug show, we could get away with a lot because puppets can't really drink, so it looks like they're drinking for long periods of time. So that was all right. So we got the puppet show thing. I want to see a couple of so Dr. Strangelove as puppets. Yeah, that might be kind of cool.
Nice.
Commando, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'd watch the shit out of that. Wild Bunch, yeah.
Flash.
Wild Bunch is for pussies. No,
Never
I'm
seen
kidding.
it.
Oh, this is an interesting one.
Oh, that's a good one.
That might be kind of fun. Yeah.
Marge as a puppet.
Solaris. 1972. Rocky
Which
Horror.
one?
Rocky Horror is another one of those things I feel like it already is a puppet show. I know it's not, but it just kind of feels like it is.
Oh, but that would be great if you got the original Russian Solaris and puppets, and it was just like a.
Oh, wait. Okay, so who was that? All right, so I want to say Bobek's got a jet. Dude, I really wanted to hear your Tarantino pick. Did you have one?
Have him throw it out. Let's hear it.
Give it.
Oh no, I didn't get that far. But what I was thinking about with James Cameron was I really want to see some more of The Abyss. I'd love to get into like now because like at the time of The Abyss, James Cameron, he was pushing the edge of technology with having the water creature come out mimicking the face and stuff. And I appreciate that he had a lot of practical puppetry effects with lots of the sea creatures. But I would love to see, like, having seen the Avatar flicks and the way he handles water shots and everything, I would love to see James Cameron like really just go all out, underwater, deep underwater type of thing, which I just is his jam. It's my jam. So I'd be all in on that.
Have you seen all of the avatars, Bobek?
I may have seen all of them. Yeah,
I haven't seen the new one. I haven't seen the third one.
I don't think I saw the latest one, but
me neither.
I saw the original Avatar like more than once in the theater. It was a beautiful world to be in.
Well, that's the best place to see.
I'm waiting for the last one to see the third one.
Well,
Yeah,
Bobek, your sidekick was missing. We usually get a nice glimpse of Lily, but we didn't get to see Lily.
Yeah, she's around. She's being wild. I got to try to wrangle her.
Well, give her a nice high five and a hug for me.
Absolutely. Hey, it's great to see you guys. We drink your cinema.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Real quick, Bobek, don't leave yet. 1 second. It would have been really easy for James Cameron, who I thought maybe he would do this, especially in the second film, the second Avatar film, where it was all based in the oceans of Pandora, to just show one of the creatures from the abyss swim by in the background.
Yeah.
One shot, just to connect his movies kind of in a Quentin Tarantino way, where he just connects the universe by imagery and references that don't need to be pointed out. I thought that would have been an interesting thing, but
what, like E.T.?
No, I agree with you, John.
Kind of like the E.T.s showing up.
Well, there were so many opportunities in the second movie, which was based in water. I wanted to see a frozen Jack kind of, just go.
Water's too warm. You wouldn't be frozen. You'd be a
yeah. That's true. Yeah. Well, thanks, Bobek. We love you, man.
Love you guys. Have a great night.
Show forever, man. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, guys, you ready for round two?
Yeah.
Do
it. When Jill said that was her favorite thing that we did, I was like, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is my favorite thing. It's just great music. It's great. I love beating up the printer thing, and so to do that with Thanos' gloves is just hilarious.
Actually, Ben, I enjoy watching the side by side more than just the straight video.
Yeah, the side by side.
How amazing you did with the editing and the framing and capturing that video.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then the bloopers were even more fun. The bloopers were fucking great. We're all yelling at each other and shit. All right, let's do the same thing here. Let's start from the top, and we'll start with John on this one. You going to keep that up, or do you have a new image here?
No, I have no image here. Well, I can see if there's an image that fits my description.
So for people watching, this next topic is how would you restart the MCU after Secret Wars, which I guess is the final thing, I think.
I mean, that's kind of that's how I feel like right now with Marvel's content. This is about how fresh it's feeling at this stage.
Oh,
Zelda.
That's horrifying.
And now we're about here with it. So, what I would do is I would flush the toilet. I would just flush the toilet and let it all go down the drain. We need a clean start.
That's where you're at now. Like, how would you start it fresh?
So I don't really know. I'm not a comic guy, so I don't know exactly what Secret Wars is. I've heard a little bit of chatter about what that's going to be as a movie. We don't even know.
Completely unqualified.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is I don't know where that leaves us in terms of storyline, but I don't care because I wanted to see it all start over. So my suggestion, and maybe this is again coming from someone who doesn't know comics really that well, might be throwing out a starting point that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But if you're going to start fresh and rebuild your MCU where you want to have 10 or 20 year run to make interconnected movies like you had already done, maybe even eventually connect that new run with some things from the previous run, but don't do it too quickly. Let that be a nice get there point where 10 years down the road you finally start connecting it back to the old universe in intelligent ways. But I would say start it with whatever comics take you very far back in time, where you're not necessarily starting at a modern day Iron Man point. You're starting, I don't know if it's Blade or whatever in the 15th century or something. I don't know. Like, give us a couple stories of superheroes that took place in ancient times, but it's still marketed as this is building onto a universe that we will eventually get into more modern films or more modern time periods. And yeah, it maybe only takes 5 or 6 films and you're basically caught up to the era that people want to be seeing, a more modern time period. And then you can just start cranking out more movies, or not. Like, find a way to actually make that where you can play in the past much longer before you have to make all these, or have a way where you can keep jumping back and forth in time. I mean, Marvel did that a little bit. So maybe there's ways where you can tell stories from the past that still keep you excited for how they connect to the future and the Easter eggs connect, but it's not muddled. And that's the part where they've already fucked it up. So I would say work on something a bit more linear, but take it pretty far back. And that gives you the ability to introduce the X-Men all across time in more interesting ways than like, oh, they all showed up at once. Because maybe I'm wrong on the actual comic origins here, but I feel like X-Men should be characters that have been like, these people were all throughout time, and we didn't really start learning about them till later. So like some of them, they're the things in the past that people thought were magic or mysteries that couldn't be solved are attributed to people who had these types of powers. And we don't really get into the whatever the X-Men that everyone's familiar with till much farther down the road. But you could still introduce a lot of interesting characters along the way that are essentially mutants, and that explains, how powers are attributed to all these various people. So I would kind of make the X-Men the focus, which is I think what they're going to do, but take it.
Your idea so far sounds like a Ponderosa buffet.
Yeah. So
I don't know, something with a bunch of stuff that sounds like cool. I hope it all works together and the flavors all come together. You have not said a fucking word. Like, what do you want after Secret Wars? And the thing is that we do not know what is going to happen.
Historical superhero movies.
Historical? You don't know what the history is.
Yeah, well, I'm not a comic guy. Why?
That's what I'm saying.
He opened with that.
John, continue.
My real answer is
I think it's pretty obvious he wants X-Men, just more X-Men.
Yeah. That's fine. Just say more X-Men.
Well, I just think the
X-Men.
X-Men are you got a lot of characters.
I think the X-Men are gay.
Well,
that is the
well.
allegory. Yes.
Well, that's a nice segue. If John is
Iceman, yeah,
done,
Yeah.
I don't
No.
know.
I apparently I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm done.
No, I
You
no,
said you didn't.
It's okay. I won't know what I'm talking
so
about
I
when you
gave
get
the
to me
answer
either.
based off of what I could, which is like.
So
I
yeah.
think it would be interesting to tell his story instead of every fucking Marvel movie being a copy of itself set in modern times with fucking Stark tech in every fucking movie. Make movies that feel different, that take place in different time periods and lead up to team up movies that happen much later in time where the world is aware. Because that's the whole point is if we're looking at a history we're aware of and you want to tell this over a long period of time, you have to tell stories that seem to have fanciful things happening, but explanations that don't come up with superheroes existed 100 years ago. So I think it's an interesting approach to tell superhero stories that don't actually end up telling the world that superheroes exist for another 100 years.
Yeah. No, I see what he's saying. It's
I
like
mean, you
when
already
get
did
stuff
the
like
Avengers. Can you really do it
Eternals pop
again?
when you get stuff like the
You don't
Eternals
want to.
pop in there, where they're like, "Well, I guess we have to use these people, and we'll just explain that they've been around this whole time, but they couldn't help with the destruction of half of the fucking galaxy." I get what John's saying. It's like if you go back and stuff like that, then you can build up to like why certain things are there in place already, and that's kind of like where mine's going to go when we get to it, because. Yeah. So I say go all in on X-Men and go all in on Fantastic Four, but ditch this current Fantastic Four and start fresh with a new cast, because this one's not going to work. First movie out of the gate should be Mr. Sinister villain led movie with the original core X-Men still underground, because you can't introduce X-Men into an Avengers universe. Because where the fuck have they been all this time? And why have people not been, the Mutant Registration Act, there's all kinds of stuff that you have to do. So if you start out with mutants and then you build on superheroes afterwards, give us that. And then the Fantastic Four origin film. I do want to see another origin film. I don't like, one of the things I didn't like about this new one is like, it throws you right into it where you don't really know what's going on. I do, because I love the comic.
And everybody knows that now. You don't need to do an origin with them.
No, but I think an origin story makes good sense for a movie, though, because an origin story of Fantastic Four involves Victor Von Doom, and if you leave Victor Von Doom out of the origin, then what comes later with Doctor Doom doesn't make a lot of sense. So after this world is established for a while,
Yeah, but Spider-Man got rid of Uncle Ben.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about starting.
Doing that.
We're talking about starting over and not doing the same thing again. So I'm trying to think.
But doing an origin is the same thing again. Is what I'm getting at.
No, but it's not though, because we didn't get an origin for Spider-Man. We didn't get an origin for Fantastic Four in the MCU. Yes, we know them, and I'm not saying you have to dedicate a whole film to it. I'm just saying you should bring it up.
Did you like the Fantastic Four movie?
Let me finish real quick. So
I'm just curious, yes or no?
Let me finish. So after this world gets established, where the X-Men are starting to creep up and pop up, just kind of the way X-Men 2000 did for a while, then you can bring in Spider-Man and possibly Steve Rogers. And I would love to see. I would love to see a world where Spider-Man is sort of there's a great comic book run where Spider-Man meets Nova and is trying to get Nova to become part of SHIELD once Nova, because Nova was sort of the last survivor of Xandar, which is a planet.
Isn't Nova that kid from the fucking Meet the Millers?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
Meet the Millers with
no, that was no, he played somebody else. But anyway, I would like to if we're starting from scratch. Adam Warlock. If we're starting from scratch, X-Men come first, and even some of John's ideas, maybe it takes place a little. You could maybe set it in like the 90s, because that way you can establish Magneto. He could still be a Holocaust survivor. And Fantastic Four could be kind of that next group where if you do the origin story for the FF, then people can start to go, oh wait, are these like mutants too? It's like, no, we're not mutants. Anyway, I say start with those two runs of comics. Then you go into the other superheroes who become superheroes like Iron Man and Black Panther and stuff like that. But so
I think that's a great idea because I have a friend who, Clobber Time loved Fantastic Four, and I want to see the Fantastic Four that he saw in the comics on the screen, and I don't think I saw that recently, and that would be great. Ben Grimm, that is more Ben Grimm, the one that was portrayed by my friend, and he did a great job of it, I believe. He was the epitome of it, and I want to see that. Anyway, that doesn't make any sense. But go to the Clobber Times channel. He does a great impression of it, and yeah, I like it. But anyway, also Scotty, you can't keep shutting people down by calling them gay. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, happy.
Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back.
You're so happy.
Dare I ask, Scotty, what is your pick?
You know what? Okay, so I don't know what is going to happen at the end of Secret Wars. I do not know. But if there were to be something that would make me very, very happy, I hate to say it would be a clip show. And it would be, and I know they already took this title for the second Captain Marvel movie with Brie Larson. They called it The Marvels. I would just make Marvels, and it would be one of us going back through the history of it, and then there would be like some sort of singularity that launched us into the future. But it would be an old man who was like, I remember back when I was, and they would never do this. It would be the Unforgiven of superhero movies, and it would be, I don't know if you read the comic book. It was painted by Alex Ross. Yes. And it would just be an old man walking around, and everything from like She-Hulk to Loki to WandaVision to Captain America, every aspect, Shang-Chi, everything. And then it would just be like, I don't know what the big deal is. And it would be an art film. I wish that David Lynch were alive to direct it. And it would just be a phantasmagorium of everything that we enjoy, from the Silver Surfer to like, I love the new FF. And I think that they would be the ones who would be able to take us through that adventure. I am a big fan of the Fantastic Four, and I don't have to be dead to prove it. So, I think that the new Fantastic Four movie is actually really great without the origin story, because we have been so indoctrinated by the origin story that it's just like they did a great job of establishing the first family.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I know
I would say the Alex Ross Marvels, if they wanted to do it and just to bring us back to what it felt like to enjoy not only the Marvel comics, but also the Marvel Cinematic Universe at its beginnings. It's nostalgic, and no one would buy it or pay for it.
I know you gave John a lot of shit for his. I think yours is 10 times more confusing, but okay.
Oh yeah, no, I don't make sense.
Hey Ben, can I go next? I got to bounce. Ben, can I go next?
What's that?
Yeah,
What's that,
no,
Danny?
Can I go next? Because I got to bounce.
No, you're next. You're next, Danny. Yeah, for sure. All right, go for it, brother. I want to hear this one.
So I don't want to like spoil it and jump too far ahead, but basically for my
Bring that mic a little closer.
For my James Cameron movie, I really liked what one of the guests said earlier about the underwater movie,
The
The Abyss. Thank you so much. I'd like to see him explore that world again because that is just such a great movie. And then as far as Quentin Tarantino, in the same world as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I'd like to see him do the journey of Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh,
and have it be like really realistic and kind of brutal, like that ending scene of them getting taken out. It's like,
yeah,
like
kind of like, I mean,
movie,
True Romance was kind of his Bonnie and Clyde, but yeah, I could still see that.
Yeah. So that's it. But congratulations on 10 years, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
To be with
And
all of you.
10 years.
Danny, you're the best. You're the best, man. And yeah, we'll do some videos soon with you, man. And yeah, thanks, dude.
Yep,
Happy
looking forward to
golfing.
it. Thank you. Bye.
Totally.
Oh, but I think that would be great to do a better version of Natural Born Killers to do that movie. That's not a bad idea.
But
because
I just
Natural Born Killers was terrible adaptation of his screenplay that he wrote it and they didn't make what he wrote.
He sued them for that movie. Yeah.
It would have been better with puppets. I'll give you that. All right.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, Natural Born Killers with puppets might have been pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that would have been better. Robert
Mark.
Downey Jr. puppet.
I know Mark
I
knows.
was thinking about Rodney Dangerfield puppet.
I know Mark knows the MCU pretty good. I'm dying to know what you would do to restart it once we start from scratch.
Well, I thought about this, and while I'm not as huge into comics, or at least a lot of American comics, to me, my thought process was pretty vanilla in the sense of just I'm not with the exception of some stories and movies, I'm not the biggest fan of multiverses or time travel. So I would want something that just kind of sets something back, and we keep it to just traditional linear storytelling. And to echo like John said, it's like there's a lot of source material to choose from. So maybe pick an era that was popular based on, past comic book sales or fan feedback, and then focus on that era and just start fresh. Like when they originally introduced the MCU, maybe we do some new characters, of course, do ones that we already know. You'll probably need to recast them because if you're going to do another 10, 20 years of MCU, I think a lot of the OG actors are probably just, outgrown these parts, unfortunately, right? Natural
3-hour
aging.
She-Hulk movie.
Oh, God
Oh
no.
no! Someone in the chat said anything but that.
Yeah, that's a big hell no from here. No,
I'm a big
you're
fan of
fired.
She-Hulk. I love
You're
She-Hulk.
fired. Get out of here.
All right. Okay, I'll have a smoke.
And then just kind of especially now that they're all they got the X-Men IP back with the MCU, they could actually have proper stories that exist where you have the characters that we know, and you can have the X-Men together at the same time, and do like the separate movies where you're introducing characters. They can have their standalones. Follow the original formula and just start fresh, but also cut down on the humor that they started doing. Because like the whole MCU humor to me also got really old really fast with the constant quips and the constant just can't have a serious moment because someone has to do something stupid or say something stupid. Like allow serious storytelling to actually happen too, with some weight and emotion as well.
Because it would have weight and emotion and then undercut it. I agree.
Yeah, I got tired of the undercutting.
Yeah,
they got old after like a couple films.
That's
it's
the
like
big
okay.
problem with these movies is like you had RDJ and Jon Favreau kind of cooking and Iron Man, and it was really funny. And then they kind of took a step back, and then Joss Whedon obviously put in his funny stuff in Avengers. And then Guardians of the Galaxy, as good as it is what kind of ruined everything, because then they're like, oh, we got to be like a comedy in every movie, and then the stakes dropped with something like Ant-Man because it was written by comedic writers. It didn't feel very serious at all. So I agree with you. Like comedy's fine. Like Winter Soldier, I always go back to that movie because I think it's kind of a perfect movie. It's got humor, but it's very serious, and it feels scary in a way, So yeah, I'm right there with you, Mark, on that. You got to cut that humor down to not a minimum, but you got to just know when you're using it and why you're using it, So
no, exactly. Yeah. Because they have plenty of movies that are great examples, right? The original Iron Man, Winter Soldier, like you say, and we can probably pick a few more where it's like stick to that as your at least baseline formula. And you know what? If you have something like Guardians, fine. But if you're gonna go hard humor, then let it be just with the Guardians. It doesn't have to infiltrate every other film after that. You know?
Yeah. Agreed. Good one. Really good one.
There's
I
comedy
like
relief for a reason, even in other movies, but it lets the drama breathe.
You know, me and John did a whole retrospective
You
series.
gotta get fully depressed first and then laugh.
John and I did
The
a whole
highs and lows.
retrospective series on the Lethal Weapon movies, and John and I both agreed while doing this retrospective that part 3 is where it said, you know what, let's be more goofy and comedic, and that's where the series started to dip. And then by 4, it's like a Three Stooges movie through half of it. You know, I mean, there's a couple of clips in there where it's serious, like the end. But yeah, when you get to that, because the first 2 Lethal Weapon movies have levity, they're funny, but they're very serious, and the stakes are really high for these characters. So I always go back to that series because when John and I did that whole retrospective, we're like, God damn, when you get to 3, it's just like they're undercutting the tension with just like a joke, you know. And I think John said it best: too much Joe Pesci in those movies.
No, 1 and 2 are fantastic. 3 and 4 are shit.
Yeah, for the most part. Let's move on to Brandon here. So Brandon, how would you restart the MCU after Secret Wars?
Yeah, so my idea comes with like a full reset where it's just like we just kind of forget about everything that's just happened for the past almost like 2 decades, start fresh. I think it would be really nice to take a like Guardians of the Galaxy approach. And what I mean by that is two different points. So one of them is I think taking a comic run or certain characters that just aren't as well known to the public, in my opinion. Just like taking a risk with something, because I feel like, yeah, they have their fans, but I feel like it gives you a little bit more room to be creative and put more of a creative voice into the storytelling with these characters that sure people do like, but you're not going to have like the same like backlash to like, oh, you got to be adapting this iconic comic book story 1 for 1. Like, I think something like The Runaways would be really interesting. Something like Power Pack, like these groups that have been like around for a while, but like haven't really kind of made their way into the mainstream. I would definitely like to see. And then the other kind of side to that with the Guardians of the Galaxy approach is making movies with more of a directorial voice in mind, rather than just trying to build this large, all-encompassing movie universe. Find directors who actually kind of have something to say, who actually have like a style and a story they want to tell. Because I think that's what kind of works with like the Guardians movies, where it fits into the MCU and that kind of style, but it is very much a James Gunn movie. And you can see it, like if you've seen stuff like Super and Slither, like before those James Gunn's movies, you can see a lot of those movies inside the Guardians films. And that just comes down to like someone who like has a style and has something that they want to actually put to film, rather than just checking the boxes that Disney or Marvel kind of like puts in place for them to fill with these movies. DC is kind of trying to do some of that. Like I know like Clayface is being written by like Mike Flanagan, which is super cool. There's a Sergeant Rock movie that Luca Guadagnino was like attached to at one point. Like that's super interesting that you're getting like these directors who like actually have like a solid cinematic voice and bring it into the comic book world. I think could make a world of difference. And just like they just need to go back to taking risks, because like a lot of people forget that when Iron Man was coming out, Iron Man was not a like household name, really. Like he was kind of just like a C-list hero in Marvel at that point. Like it was I think like Spider-Man and the Hulk were like the big like Marvel heroes, but guys like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, like as weird as it is to say, like they were just on the back burner. No one liked them. No one was really caring about anything that had to do with them at the time. So I think having that mindset when it comes to picking the next generation of heroes, like you could go X-Men, but it's also just like you have that you have all
well,
those
the X-Men are so happy.
Yes, they are very happy, and we can't be having that. We have too much happy, but it's just like we've seen it, and it's just like I know there's a bunch of different directions you can take it, but people are just going to be set in their ways about what they expect the X-Men to be because of those films. So I think
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
So finding something that has been like untapped, that has enough of a backbone to kind of like build something off of, but also still kind of has the range where you can kind of take it and allow a specific directorial creative voice to kind of flow, I think would be really great.
I would love to see Christopher Nolan's Captain America.
Like I want even like weirder than like Christopher Nolan. I want like some smaller names like
David Lynch.
As David Lynch, we'll bring.
Oh
him
no,
back.
I want to see
He's got
Yorgos
another one.
Lanthimos do.
Yeah, exactly. Like there is something that can be done with these directors who probably don't want to make like a traditional superhero movie, but I still think there's something really cool that you can make within the realm of superhero movies that's unconventional.
Martin Scorsese's Iron Man.
Yeah, like I do think it's just like finding more of an individual voice.
Imagine
rather
Yorgos
than-
Lanthimos doing a Man-Thing movie. That would be interesting.
Like there's a lot of like
would
cool.
be interesting.
There's a lot of like cool concepts behind it, and like I'll be the first one to admit I doubt it would be as successful as like a series like the MCU started with that was a
Ty
little bit
West.
more like
Is Ty West
easily
alive?
accessible to everyone. Ty West is
Ty
alive.
West. Ty West, yeah, good
Yeah,
pick. Yeah.
he's making a Christmas Carol movie.
Yeah. To piggyback what Brandon was saying too, I think strong casting, if you're gonna try like unknown or lesser characters, goes a long way too. You know, find your RDJ for your Tony Stark and your Chris Evans for your Captain America for these characters. You gotta nail like a really good actor for these.
And that's the thing is just like I think the MCU like in recent years, like since like post Endgame, like they have gotten good actors and have picked interesting characters, but they just don't have that
Bad writing.
They don't
And
have
the
that
writing,
drive.
yes.
They don't have that drive to make an iconic character anymore. It's like Marvel has to, in a weird way, Marvel has to be threatened. Like they need to like have something to lose. And for the past 10, 15-ish years, they don't. Even when they make something bad, they don't lose. Like it still makes money. The machine keeps turning and they don't really lose out too much. So I do think if they were in a similar position to when they were in Iron Man, where it was just like, here's this property that like no one put money into, like it could be dead in the water if it doesn't work. I feel like it kind of needs to go back to that.
But
point.
that's also when confronted with this question, what would you do after Secret Wars?
Yeah.
And part of the reason why I went looking back through Marvel's at that graphic novel. The thing is that fuck it. Like, I do not care anymore. I do not care about Marvel Comics movies. Like, I'm going to go see Doomsday. I'm going to go see Secret Wars. But the thing is that after that, you know what? I've already lived through a movie series that had a movie called Endgame. And then there were 12 more movies after that. And I was like, seriously?
Yeah.
You guys are fucking
Brandon,
fooling yourselves.
Brandon, I think one of the things you're talking about is that
it's an explosion of more of it has nothing to do with artistry. It has everything to do with marketing and product. There is no reason for this to continue, but
the demand is there. even though
my
the box
God.
office isn't
Our
what it
main
used to be.
star, he beat his girlfriend half to death. Anyway, that's not true in Minecraft. And now we're doing something else. It's
Okay,
like, I don't fucking care about your TMZ fucking superhero cape bullshit. This is all just product.
We're getting
and I would
to,
much
we're
rather watch something else.
Scotty, shut up. We're getting to Jill.
I agree.
We're getting to Jill. Jill.
I'm so glad I'm after martini slot because or shot rather. Excuse me.
I am a bit of a martini slut. People have said, yeah.
I'm sorry. I said slot. I didn't say slut. Just for clarification. But now I
Either
did.
way.
You guys got me to say it. But I want Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Like, I didn't think anybody was going to come up with that. That's amazing. I honestly, I don't pay all that much attention to Marvel except for Guardians of the Galaxy. I love them so much. And I didn't like that they broke up at the end of the last one. So I for a restart, I want to bring them back together. I had to tie a balloon for my daughter. So John gets it. Just tying a balloon there. And
that was fast, by the way. That was impressive.
thank you. And I want that. It's my favorite thing in the Marvel universe, and it's fine. Star-Lord needs to mow his lawn for his family or something at the end of the after credit, but that's enough of a break. I think that would be a great way to refresh. No, did you see? It's in the after credits for the last Guardians movie.
Yeah.
And so
that's
they,
right.
they should get back to that. I enjoy the humor and the heart that it has in it. And so, yeah, I think it is important to refresh everything because nobody needs all the multiverses and all the different variants that they're going over. I know that's like a comic book trope and everything that some people like, but it makes deaths and things not as important when you're just like, oh, they're dead here, but now they can be alive.
I agree.
Like, okay, now let's start over.
Comic books lost me in multiverse stuff, and so did the movies. That's where I tuned out completely.
And another thing Martini Shot said that I really like was that you want a writer
His name
or
is
director
Martini Slut.
who
I'm enough
has
drinks in where
singular
that's
vision.
the name I start going by. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just somebody who actually has a vision. It's okay if you have a writer's room, but you need one guy who has a vision of the story of what he wants to say, something important and cool.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be a producer like Kevin Feige. All credit to him. He did something incredible, but we're past this now. Like it's time for something different.
Yeah, take the storytelling out of the corporation and the psychology groups and put it back into the storytellers.
Yeah.
Joe.
I like it.
Joe, go. Go, Joe.
All right. So I see a common theme here. We all kind of don't want the multiverse right away. It can come later, but I do like simpler movies where you get to know the character very well. And actually, one of my favorite Marvel things, throughout history was the Hulk TV series with Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. So I was thinking of starting it with the Hulk.
God, you
He's my
love your
favorite
Hulk.
superhero.
You
What's
love
that?
your Hulk. You love your Hulk. Didn't I get you a Funko Pop Hulk?
Yes, I have it. I still have it. Yeah. So I was thinking, start with him. And it could be, since it's a reboot, it could be like after he thinks that he already like tamed everything, after Smart Hulk already happened, and he thinks he has everything under control. And it's more like a psychological thriller. And he starts realizing that he didn't tame it. And there's like actually a really dark, evil version of the Hulk starts coming out, like you've never seen before, like a really dark one. So I think that would be a really good start to it, and people would be like afraid of that. Would be if that's the introduction to people in the movies I'm talking about, then people are afraid of superheroes. So we start with that, and then we build from there. Like if you bring the X-Men after that, and they're mutants, people are going to be afraid of them at the beginning.
I heard they're happy.
They're happy, but not always.
They're pretty happy.
Not in this universe.
It's
But
so
anyway,
weird you don't like X-Men because that's like, isn't
I
that
don't
like the
like the
Starfleet?
X-Men.
No, but I'm
I
just
just
saying,
don't have it.
Scott, isn't it like the Starfleet Academy of the Marvel Universe?
It's kind of the Starfleet Academy of the Marvel universe. Yes.
The MCU sucks. There you go. That's probably a Scotty.
But no, but my answer is like ultimately when it comes down to it, my answer is Captain America. I think Captain America is the center point of the MCU.
Yeah. Ben.
Scott, actually,
sorry. John, what were you gonna say?
No. I thought we were at the end. I was gonna mention something.
Do you want to jump in? It's cool.
Well, I was just gonna say, Scotty, what your explanation that you had about an old man or something, I didn't hear exactly how it went, but it did remind me of something they've already set up in the MCU, and so maybe it would be interesting to explore. Sadly, we've lost Stan Lee. He can't be there to play this for real, but you would basically tell the movie of the old man that travels through every universe and time that was played by Stan Lee. That was, I guess, a real character. Basically, you would tell his story. It kind of sounds like you were saying something about an old man traveling through all of the eras and characters and various comic books. Basically, you would just tell like maybe a serious drama about this weird character who is stuck traveling through all these universes.
Yeah, it'd be like Slaughterhouse-Five.
He's just a regular old man.
Ben,
and then you would cast somebody and give them like the kind of interesting thing is you would cast somebody who could play the role in a serious dramatic way, but make them have to wear prosthetics to look like Stan Lee. So it harkens back to that character we were already.
You know what? And as you say it as such, I hate to say it, but I want to say it's got to be Vince Vaughn.
I would love that. I would be all for that. Yeah. But Ben too, our comic book guy. This dude's huge comic.
No one else knows about comic books.
No, dude. Well, if you want to challenge him, go for it. But wasn't Stan Lee at one point in the movie supposed to be kind of like the
Watu,
the human embodiment of the Watcher, sort of like where he's just there for the whole. Or did I put you on the spot right there? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if it was an official thing, but I know like a lot of people theorized about that.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the Watcher. Yeah,
that's like a fan theory then. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a fan theory. Yeah. In reality, it was just Stan Lee wanted to be in his contract clause. He had to be in every one of the movies.
Honestly, if I was going to go with a fan theory, I would think it was like super space sperm, right? So like Star-Lord's dad, right, is an Eternal or something, right, or an old god, and he goes around and he's trying to have super space babies. So maybe all those Stan Lees are just like twins to the millionth power, and they're all existing all at once while the Marvel universe goes on. That's my theory.
His dad was Ego, right? So he was a Celestial, I think.
Yeah, and it could be some other Celestial that gives birth to old men. I haven't read the comics in a while. I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
Well, I stand corrected. But Ben, do you want to give us yours? Where would the MCU go?
Well, I want to say everyone is right. Everything you guys said about the directions and the reboots and what stories follow is right. But the problem is you're wrong about the era, right? You're 2 eras from now. What needs to happen now is the multiverse needs to be leaned into so fucking hard you drain the last bit of it out, right? People love things like What If, okay? And the scenes that they love most from like Doctor Strange 2 was with Professor X from the cartoon, and then The Office's Jim as Mr. Fantastic, right? In Deadpool 2, Chris Evans as Human Torch. Okay, so like I think you just do one generation or one era or whatever. You don't really do any like if you do crossovers, right? Just do a film. Don't do even an overarching thing, right? Get the last of these wild like mushroom induced like visions out. And I think the one to launch it all is a crossover film. And it's Spider-Man Noir meets Ghost Rider, and it's 90 minutes of hot Nicolas Cage on Nicolas Cage action. You'll make so much money, and you'll save so much too because you have 2 heroes people want to see, 1 actor. you know. And I don't really have the whole plot out in my head, but I already thought of the post-credits scene. When it's all over, you reveal that in this universe is also Big Daddy from Kick-Ass. And then you're just gonna like add another cage to the sequel, man. You know what I mean? So it's $1 billion, it's $1 trillion film, if anything.
I like that.
I would watch it. I would watch it.
Anything with Nicolas Cage. Man.
John, are you here?
Three Nicolas Cages.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Is John here? Okay. You guys ready? 4. What movie do you want to make? Or what movie do you want James Cameron to make after he leaves Avatar?
I'm the king of the world!
John, kick us off, John, with James Cameron's next movie. You're muted. You are on mute. Unmute yourself, sir.
I was doing something. Someone else go first. I'm in the midst of something. Sorry.
Okay, I'll go, I guess, because I'm next on the assembly line here.
Kick it to someone else. Whatever.
So I've talked about for a long time that I want James Cameron to do something original, and though this is not original, nobody would know what it was from. So there was a comic strip in 1990 called Marvel Stalkers, 12-issue run. Unfortunately, it did not complete, so it doesn't have a definitive ending. But it's about a bunch of unstable people who are kidnapped and trained to become assassins. And there used to be this comic book shop by my house when I was young, and you can buy comic books for 10 cents. So I bought all 12 issues, paid $1.20, I guess, if my math is correct. And I read them and I really enjoyed them. And they have that kind of a colonial marine grunt, dirty, raw kind of action to them that James Cameron does so well with the action and the guns and the I'm kind of losing my train of thought on where it goes, but it's a cool comic, and these people are sort of like psychotic, but they're trained to become assassins, so they follow specific orders, but then you see like their home lives and they're kind of insane. They have these like really toxic relationships with their girlfriends and their boyfriends, because there's female stalkers as well. I just feel like he would do a great job of like making something really energetic and fun, because it's also a very funny comic. It doesn't take itself, even though it sounds sort of like straight-laced and very action-oriented with a serious tone. It is, but it's also kind of funny because these people are nuts. And when they're talking to each other on comms, they're just weird, and everyone doesn't really understand each other, because I'm trying to use the right word. They're mentally unstable to where some of them have like dual personalities, and some of them are like what you would call now is bipolar, even though I don't know if in 1990 that was really a word that was used that much. But autism would be another thing you can throw out there now. But
are they like the soldiers from The Predator?
I guess you could call them that, yeah.
All right.
But they go up against big, the issue was only 12 runs, so they never got into, and they never entered into any other Marvel properties. There was no crossovers. It was just this one specific run called Marvel's Stalkers. And if you get a chance to look at the artwork, if you just Google it, it's really cool. And like the covers specifically will give you like a good idea of like the lunacy and stuff of these people. But I think James Cameron would have fun with that and enjoy making just a shoot 'em up. You don't have to treat it like a comic book at all, because again, it's from a comic, but it doesn't feel like a comic. There's no otherworldly threats. There's no big baddie. It's just like them doing their job, and you can create a villain in the story, in the movie. But I think James Cameron should do something a little bit more, because I was thinking about James Cameron, and the last true James Cameron feel I had was from True Lies. As far as like his feel, as his aesthetic, I know it's in a little bit of Avatar and it's in obviously a little bit of Titanic, but I would love if he went back to like Navy SEALs and super agents. And I think this would be a really interesting thing where, just like how Favreau and RDJ did for Iron Man, they can bring this to people, and you put James Cameron's name, directed by James Cameron, and then I could just imagine this trailer just being bonkers with all these kind of weird psychotic people sharing one-liners, but then also just the action in the scenes. Like, so for me, I think, again, it's not some huge property. Most people don't even know it exists. So for me, I would love to see him do Marvel stock. You could even just call it Stalkers, if that word can even be used nowadays. I don't know. But anyway, John, did you want to go, or do you want more people to go?
And I like that you were talking about the True Lies vibes that you were looking for, because that's something I'm looking from him as well. So to be honest, this particular question being about James Cameron, I feel like I would kind of hijack.
Wrote it for you, man.
I would kind of hijack this segment a bit if I was to sit here and explain all the different ideas I have. So I think what I'm going to do is hijack the segment, and after each
that's why I did this one.
After each person goes, I'm going to give a different answer. So my first one, let me pull one up here. My first one, well, actually, I don't have a poster for the first one. So, or no, yeah. Let's go with the poster. Let's go with this poster. Sorry, guys. Got to frame it. 1 second. There we go. All right. So
somebody needs WD-40.
Certainly, I think it would be fun to see him return to the Alien universe, and the talk that there was going to be this possible return, whether it was Ridley Scott directing and him writing at one point, there was these different possibilities. The idea that like Neil Blomkamp, I guess, had that, I don't know if James Cameron was involved at all with that idea, but that idea where it was kind of like Ripley, Newt, and Hicks would still be alive and awaken from hypersleep years later and go through another adventure involving the aliens, and you would write off everything that's happened in between by just saying that they had crazy nightmares. So all of those movies still exist basically in their dreams in different ways, but they are not real things that happen to these characters. And so you can, and you would have an issue with their hypersleep where they aged. So you basically just write in something where, yes, they were still kept alive, but they were aging. So they look a lot older than if they had just, the same thing that happened in Aliens, where she wakes up and she looks the same essentially. So I think there's room for Cameron to return to the Alien series and make Alien Awakening and do that story basically. I don't care who was involved with it originally, if it's a Neil Blomkamp idea or whatever, or if that had nothing to do with the hypersleep thing and the dreams. But I think that would be a great way to still keep what's been done, even though a lot of those films are just junk, and I don't really care if we keep them canon. I'm happy to jettison them and say only 1 and 2. But I think if we're going to see James Cameron return to his greatest achievement, I think this would be the approach to take. And you would be able to do that one last story that fixes everything and tells us a bit more about what happened to Newt, Ripley, and Hicks, and none of them had to die the way that the series has done to them.
Yeah, like off screen, that's terrible.
Yeah. So
I fucking love that. I love it.
That's certainly one idea. I will throw out a couple other. I'll let others go, and then I'll throw another idea out.
That's fantastic, though. I love it. I mean, that's the movie. I mean, we all want to see that movie. Like, that's just the bottom line, is we all want to see that movie.
The only issue with it is that we are at a point in time where all of those actors are so old that I don't really like to watch movies with geriatrics being the action heroes, even if it's my favorites and they still can act really well. It's not that entertaining. So I don't need that aspect of the story, but so I'd be happy if it was maybe more of just James Cameron saying, you know what, I'm going to make basically, honestly, what would be cool would be similar to what you're saying, Ben, is a space marine movie that focused on those type of characters set similar in the similar time period to when Aliens took place, but nothing to do with Ripley, nothing to do with Xenomorph, and just come up with a new alien species that they go on an adventure to hunt or fend off or whatever. Like, just tell a really cool, exciting story about space marines and aliens that have nothing to do with actual Xenomorph and Ripley.
I like that idea mostly.
That's what Predator's doing now, and it's working great for it. He's right. It got Alien Earth. I've not seen the whole thing, but it's supposed to be really good. They should just do a ton of really good unrelated stories.
What is this one here? Murrock Straw says, I was just reading the James Cameron Unrealized Projects. Yeah, December 25th. He said there's a new script in the works for Fantastic Voyage. Okay, because I know a lot of you guys were talking about his underwater. I think I'm tired. I want his boner to deflate from the underwater stuff. He's done enough of that, but I totally get why people don't want to see it. I really like to see that movie. I mean, he already did like Ghosts of the Abyss, Aliens of the Abyss,
but Fantastic Voyage isn't normal underwater. That's underwater in somebody's body.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Sorry, Jill. Take it easy now.
I mean, from a special effects and visual standpoint, that movie under direction of James Cameron sounds pretty amazing. But
right.
We've seen that. It's not an original idea, but sure, I'd love to see him tackle it. He's talked about it for a long time.
Brandon is up.
Yeah. So when you got someone like James Cameron who's been around, he's got a legacy. He might not only have like a few more movies left in him. I think you got to go back and look at your roots. And I think that means it's time for another Piranha movie.
I love that. That's great.
It would be fun. But in a bit more of like a serious direction of that, it was like I would love to see him with something a little bit more stripped.
Does he want to work with Assonitis again, though?
Probably not.
Anyway, sorry.
But I would love to see him in something a little bit more stripped back, because I do feel like a lot of his work is kind of defined by the technical grandeur of it, which and fair to him, that's what he's like known for like pushing the boundaries of that kind of stuff and just kind of redefining what special effects can do. But I would love to see him kind of take a step back, maybe even try something like a tad more like human, maybe not even so much more human, but like even like something on the level of like True Lies, where it isn't this like super like trying to redefine like cinema kind of approach, which like kind of sounds like it would be limiting himself, but I think he can do something a little bit more deeper that isn't super reliant on just kind of these big like technical achievements. It sounds weird because like it does kind of feel like I'm trying to like kind of reel him back from what he's like known for, but at the same time I would like to see something a little bit more like different from him. Maybe even something like a little bit more like personal,
like a romantic comedy. He could probably
he probably could. Yeah, it's just like I think just he needs to try just like a different foothold in cinema that isn't defined by like a gigantic like technological leap. I'm glad that he has been there for so many films that have kind of like pushed the boundaries like that. But I also just want to like get to know him a little bit more as a person. And I feel like something a little bit more intimate, a little bit more stripped back could do wonders for his filmmaking legacy, in my opinion.
I think that's a great idea. That works really well. Yeah, I would like to see that too. Yeah. Mark, are you here?
Yep.
Mark, what movie do you want to see James Cameron make after he leaves Avatar?
I don't think I have anything really specific, but I was thinking and kind of echoing what some people say, like maybe going back to like something original, but that has like that same kind of quality and feel like some of his older films. 3 in particular for me to reference would be like Terminator 2, True Lies, or Aliens. So something along those lines, maybe. And then I was thinking maybe him trying like a...
I was thinking you might say a Halo movie or something, but...
Possibly. I mean, I kind of would want him try to see him maybe do something in a genre he hasn't done before. So kind of when I was looking through his filmography, you know, if it was something more modern and grounded, like what would a James Cameron version of a buddy cop film look like? Or maybe something with war. Or if we wanted to go more into like the fantastical fantasy genre, you know, especially with his technical prowess, like maybe how would he handle something like Lord of the Ring-esque, like with magic or medieval, right? You know, just something you haven't, just maybe in a genre he hasn't done yet, and just to see what he would come up with, and if it could be as good as, you know, like the 3 films I referenced.
I like your idea of the Lord of the Rings like fantasy thing. That would be pretty cool to see.
He would crush that as long as he didn't go too far, like what Brandon was saying. He didn't go too far into the Avatar world where nothing was actually there, you know, because that's the beauty of Lord of the Rings is like they're fucking walking on grass and walking on rock, you know. But that's the thing. He's such a good filmmaker, and he dedicated, you know, this huge chunk of his life to these Avatar movies, which I feel like visual spectacle fine, but they're kind of soulless. Like,
and they're a little bit similar to each other.
Yeah,
I mean, I've only seen the first 2, but yeah.
Well, that's why I was referencing films like Terminator 2, right? Because it was practical that they flew like the actual helicopter under the bridge. So going back to practical would be, I would want that to be part of it too. But then taking advantage of his technical prowess, where say you did something more medieval, so where it makes sense to then use that improved technology to make something that maybe hasn't been seen on the big screen in such a like crazy, just high quality way.
Dude, honestly, Mark, he's the one that should be doing Warhammer. Something.
Like could have been, that could be right up that alley. Yeah,
dude. Well, I mean, honestly, I almost went with he needs to jump back on those Alita movies because I really enjoyed.
I was going to mention Alita too. Yeah, Alita was a good example.
I loved that first movie, and it just
that was going to be my answer.
Oh shit! See, I just went against my rule.
Okay.
You messed it up, man.
I messed up my rule. I said, "Don't do that." God damn, it's okay. We'll keep it quiet. We'll keep it quiet. Oh, all right. Forget that. I'll clip that out. Joanne, your turn.
No, that's okay.
Well,
that's okay.
Why not just let her go? Let her go now and talk about it. And then
that's good. That's a good idea. That's you know what? That was my point. I was segueing into Jill's answer there. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Because I saw Alita Battle Angel for the first time last year or recently this year. I don't know when, but it was great. And I would love to see the sequel actually happen. And apparently Robert Rodriguez and James Cameron have sworn a blood oath that they will make the sequel and maybe a third.
I hope so. I hope. I mean, we've John, when me, you, and Bobak did this review for Alita, and we all really liked it. But we did. Our only complaint was it had to end with that. Hey, part 2's coming, you know, and it kind of the movie was anticlimactic because the ending showed. I think it was Edward Norton or something like that was going to be a big character. And it's like, because the movie's so good. I just wish it had a completed story. So if they do never make any more, it was completed. But I thought that movie had so much heart and originality to it. And the actress that plays the character where they just, you know, kind of just basically made her eyes bigger. Thought she was fucking great. And Christoph Waltz, come on. fucking legend.
But what happened to
Yeah,
that
that's CGI done right.
Has that actress like had much of a career since that movie?
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. Did she play Dora the Explorer, or that's somebody else?
That's someone else.
That's a great answer, Jill. Because I think if you I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brandon.
I was just gonna say she was deleted from Captain America: Brave New World. She was supposed to be Diamondback, but she was.
Oh, I'm guessing she asked them, please delete me from this.
Out of this fucking movie. Yeah.
But my secondary answer, in case it was taken, was he loves ocean movies, but why not do a sci-fi movie? It's like ocean. It's like the ocean in space. I mean, that's what Star Trek's based off. So he could do a sci-fi.
Yeah, The Abyss to me is one of the best underwater sci-fi movies ever made. It might be my favorite.
But I mean, but he can take it to the stars.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Scotty, perfect timing.
Okay, I'm hijacking.
Good.
Because I got too many. I got to hijack.
No, wait. Oh, I thought Elvira, wasn't it her turn?
I don't care who it is. I'm hijacking.
Oh shit! I skipped Elvira.
There's a hijacking happening.
I'm hijacking it because
Yeah,
I got
John
another
had-
movie that
No,
I
I made this segment for John, so he's allowed to jump in whenever he wants.
Well, we're making that rule up now, but still, that's the rule for the moment. Okay, no, this is my real one. This is the one that I kind of came up with that I thought this would be pretty cool if he did it. And you, Ben, you mentioned True Lies. A lot of people have been mentioning they kind of like what he did with True Lies and would like to see him do more in that vein. So I'm picturing this movie in the comedic and fun tone that is, because I love his early work and how serious it is. It is a tone, a very specific tone that James Cameron put in his first 4 movies that I've rarely ever seen exist in anybody else's films. And it changed when you got to True Lies, but still, this is the tone I'm looking for this particular endeavor. I would like to see him make a 50s science fiction alien invasion movie set in the 50s, made black and white, but using all of his technical prowess and great storytelling to make a really cool alien invasion movie. And I got a poster here.
That's cool.
Is that Ben Affleck and Zendaya?
I don't know who they picked, but yeah, I think a black and white, like total throwback, different era, but with that tone from True Lies where it's just kind of poppy and fun and entertaining. Great cast, obviously. I don't have a plot for it. I'm just thinking, something within that kind of tone and he'd get to play in a sandbox he's familiar with, but he'd be doing something very different with kind of the period piece aspect and making it. And what I imagine is he would make it the most entertaining and amazing black and white 3D experience.
Yeah. That'd be
That
great.
sounds cool. That looked like a little bit like Superman there. Christopher Reeve.
I have an answer like this later. I would love a sci-fi movie that is obviously set in the future, but feels classic in a way. And that's cool.
Yeah.
So
Like
there's my hijacking. I pass it off to whoever was supposed to be next.
I'd love that in the 50s. This just in. The aliens have invaded Poland. That'd be great.
What's the top of the tagline there, John?
Oh, it says I had to cut it. It's something like they came to enslave humanity. I forgot. Let me look at the actual poster.
It looks a little longer than that.
I like how there's 3 different types of aliens in that.
Yeah, they're cool.
Well, I had a poster that had only one, and then it said, "Do you want crazier aliens?" I'm like, "Sure, let's see what that looks like." And then it gave me those.
Yeah.
They came from beyond the stars to enslave humanity.
Oh, okay.
And it just came up with that title, Invasion of Earth. I just like, whatever. I don't care. I just wanted an image to display.
I love it.
It's cool.
Joanne, sorry, I almost passed you up because we skipped over.
Give
us
no problem.
yours.
I'm throwing mayhem into the segment. So
That's okay. How many more do you have of this one?
25.
I'm gonna have to go to bed after this then.
No, I have at least one other poster I would share. But
all right, cool.
Fucking asshole.
So sorry, Ben. I did go back down to the ocean depths for this one. I was thinking of something like the Abyss, but also with an AI being in charge. So the AI is not evil, but it's making its own decisions based on completion of the mission. So it's going to be like pretty claustrophobic. Only like 5 characters, crew members that you get to know, and it's very very dark under the sea, um, deep sea, and things slowly start to get a little suspicious. Like you have like doors locking unexpectedly or slowly, and then slowly one by one the AI kind of makes decisions that unfortunately sacrifice a person. So maybe it closes a door to prevent a flood, but somebody was in that room and they die. One by one it kind of starts doing that, and you realize that it's like it's not good, but it's not it's good for humanity because it's still going to accomplish the mission, but it's not good for the humans that are in the in the movie. And for the end, I was thinking that you could have either 1 or 2 of the crew members survive. I'm leaning towards 1. I'm leaning towards just having like 2 of them getting towards the end, and the AI suggesting that there's only enough oxygen for 1 of them. Like the chances are way better for the mission to be accomplished if you only have 1. And so either the person sacrifices him or herself, or maybe the AI somehow does it. I'm not sure. And then at the very end, the one survivor makes it to the surface of the water, and you just hear the AI saying that the chances of the mission being accomplished have increased. Just like very cold, not evil, just very cold, and just kind of like a good message. It's deep sea, but it's combined with the AI, machines taking over. Be careful about the machines type of message.
Kind of like I cannot help you, but you have my sympathies.
Right. So it's like 2001 and The Abyss combined.
I like it.
Which is actually what that's what his inspiration for The Abyss was. He wanted to make 2001 underwater.
Oh wow.
Well, I didn't even imagery and stuff, especially at the end, going through the like when he's flying through the alien village, whatever city, underwater city, that's supposed to be reminiscent of like the Star Child stuff in 2001. Just that story, that whole story is kind of his 2001.
Right. It was cool.
We were all wrong. Bumpmaster 1 is right. Titanic 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
The Return.
Yeah, The Return of Jack.
The Rising.
Sparrow? Yeah, not Sparrow, but yeah. Ben, James Cameron.
How about Titanic 2, Bloated Jack?
Blue bloated fingers.
So James Cameron is under some pressure right now to have giant overperforming sequels, like with the Avatar films.
Yeah.
The thing is, James Cameron's great at doing sequels, right? T2 and Aliens, 2 of the greatest sequels ever made. Arguably better than the originals if you want to really, get into it, right? But so I thought, like, well, what does that mean? How can he like double down on that? Okay. And something he hasn't done yet is he has all these great films, but they're not a shared universe yet. Why don't we have the Cameronverse, guys? So I think he needs to take that Alien franchise we all love, and that one with some time traveling to stop a tragedy. I think you guys know what movies I'm talking about. He needs to take The Abyss and combine it with Titanic. The crew of the underwater station, with the help of the aliens, will travel back in time, so Rose and Jack will never be separated, and he's the only dude who will knock her up. And Bill Paxton will be involved somehow through AI, of course. But that's my pitch. That's my movie.
See, I thought you were going with combining Aliens with Avatar, but you went with Aliens meets Titanic.
No, I went with the Abyss. I went with the Abyss.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh.
And somehow I think you were saying that like Jack is somehow going to be the father of Sarah Connor.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I love it, Ben. That's why I love you, man. That's why we do Flights
man.
Flick for shit like that.
That's right. Hey, but I actually got to get going. So can I do my Tarantino one really quick?
Yeah, go for it, please.
Okay, so let me check my notes really right down here. Okay,
you went black.
There we go. So I think for Tarantino's 10th and final film, he will direct a biopic about the greatest director of all time, Quentin Tarantino, as played by Jason Momoa. And there will be a scene at one point where almost reminiscent of the big dojo sword fight scene in Kill Bill, where Quentin Tarantino, played by Jason Momoa, will just beat the fucking shit out of a room full of auteurs. So Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, Robert Rodriguez, because they're buddies. He's cool with it. And then the last one, right? The final battle, right? Is he takes on David Lynch and he beats him to death with brass knuckles called that's a cancer. There you go.
Oh.
Hey man, it's not me. It's Tarantino, okay?
So,
you know that's how we do it.
Ben, does he fight Roger Avery, or is Roger Avery on his side? The guy he wrote Pulp Fiction with.
Sidekick.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a sidekick. He's a sidekick. Yeah.
He's like Robin.
Dude, I would fucking pay my bank account to watch that movie.
Nice.
That is fucking great, man.
I worked on that one for a long time. Thank you.
Tarantino making a movie about the best director of all time, Tarantino, played by Jason Momoa. Done. I mean, everything else that we say is held up to that level right there, Ben.
And the title is also just Tarantino.
And I gotta give it to you.
On Tarantino.
The casting is genius, man. That's amazing.
Thank you. Well,
my God.
Especially if he's got the long hair the whole time and everything.
Definitely. Let me just say happy 10th to Cinema Golf. I feel like I haven't been around very long, but you guys let me talk about weird movie ideas, and I love it. You guys are awesome. Ben, you're awesome.
So are you, man. And, so glad to have you on. You're such a good contributor and friend, obviously. So thanks, man. And many more with you, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right, later, man. Bye.
Later, Ben. Bye. Thanks, dude.
You drunk fuck.
Who said that?
Sounds like Arnie.
All right. Well, that was we've been.
Did we go through everybody's?
That was everybody's
Okay.
James Cameron.
Well, then I had one more because I did want to talk about. I think Cameron should make a sequel. That's what Ben was talking about, is how great he is at sequels. So I think.
Oh, great. Good night, Max.
Thanks, Max. Thanks for being here, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate.
Thanks for joining us.
Want to see the Wile E. Coyote movie too, Max? Can't wait.
Planning to take my son. That'll be fun. So yeah, I think a franchise that he could definitely dip a toe into and do some amazing work would definitely be Human Centipede franchise.
That is not as disturbing as the real picture is. Yeah. Oh, that's still pretty gnarly. Yeah.
And he would do it with puppets.
Sigourney, Sam, Zoe, Leonardo are all involved apparently.
Oh, no.
I did not prompt that part. That's great.
Is James Cameron the guy with the scissors?
Yeah, he wants to get into acting. That's what I heard. He's always wanted to do the Quentin Tarantino thing and put himself in the movies. So yeah, he's going to be the star of his next movie.
Honestly,
and
Ben,
it's going to be made with puppets as well. That's his approach, is to make the puppet version of Human Centipede. Because my son James, named after James Cameron, we would just really appreciate if James Cameron would make a new Human Centipede movie for us to enjoy, made with puppets. I mean, that's what we've been looking for.
Ben actually brought up a good idea because James Cameron would be the next one on the list to make a movie about himself. I mean, if you take Tarantino and James Cameron's ego and you put him on a teeter-totter, that motherfucker's not moving. You know, like so.
And actually, one would, like Cameron's would be full of all kinds of crazy shit that he's accomplished outside of the movie business. You know, go the man who has been the lowest point on earth, lower than any other person alive. Like, he's just got some crazy achievements that you could make a really cool movie out of. You would want to take a pretty serious approach to it, probably. And then Quentin Tarantino's would be the most fun and entertaining, fucking wild biopic ever. I want to see both these movies now.
I do too. Yeah, and we're gonna get into biopics. And by the way, Scotty had to go, but he said good night and thank you.
Hey, John, was that ChatGPT or a different AI that made that inappropriate image?
ChatGPT.
So, really? Joanne, I started.
It told me many times it can't do it, and I just kept telling it to do it by removing specifics like the word Cameron and just writing James. And then it gave me that with all these names like Leonardo and all that shit on it. I'm like, great.
Wow.
I didn't tell it to put Cameron in the image. I didn't tell it hard. I just said, it wouldn't do Human Centipede because it was like, that's already exists as a movie. So I said, call it My Human Centipede, inspired by the poster for Team America and the Muppets. And that's what it gave.
Joanne, because you kept blowing ChatGPT to me so much when we talk on the phone, I downloaded it on my phone and I just use it to vent.
Nice. It's very good.
I get off work and I just yell at it and I say, my day sucked. How was yours? And all it tries to do is sell me something. It never really actually, it doesn't get to know me, Joe. I thought it would, but it doesn't. Yeah. So AI is not even fucking close to the brilliant movie, which is Her, which is my favorite movie of 2013.
Oh, I love that movie too.
Great movie.
You can that make it act like
fucking
that.
Amazing. Dude, Her is the most gut-wrenching, heartbreaking, realistic depiction of love that you'll ever see in a movie. And it's Joaquin Phoenix in love with his computer. And it's absolutely incredible. Anyway, are you guys ready to move on to the final topic?
Because it's so much fun, Chan. Get it?
All right. We all know
that fun, Jan. Yes, we do.
Violence is fun, Jan. Get it. We're gonna start with Brandon, the martini shot on this one. Go for it. 10th Tarantino film. Could be his last, even if it's not, it's his 10th.
I'm gonna go with the remake of Stomp.
Oh,
really, really zoomed in on a very specific part of the body.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, now I get it.
Oh, I get it now too.
I'm sure there's actually I don't
make that movie. That's crazy. I did not realize this.
Yeah, I don't think I've No, I have seen the original Stomp the Yard, and I do think there is a little bit more action going on that doesn't involve the feet, but I still feel like Tarantino could probably elevate that.
I would watch that.
That is inspired.
The beauty of Tarantino is I would watch anything he makes. He's not my favorite filmmaker, but I would watch anything he makes.
He's super watchable, and I think he could fit like a geyser of blood somewhere in between, like a high school marching band.
I remember Stomp, or he could make Drumline. You remember that movie?
Mm-hmm. I do remember Drumline.
Yeah, he can make Drumline. Yeah, because he loves. Yeah. Anyway, we won't get into that. So I'll go. I have an image to go with mine, but I'll display the image at the end of my pitch here. Loosely based on facts, very loosely based on facts, a crime drama action comedy biopic of the Beastie Boys called Kill Communication.
Nice.
And I think he could explore some of the honesty of the Beastie Boys at the beginning of like how they kind of came together, because they did come together in New York, rough upbringings, 16-year-old kids that formed a punk band. And after their first year, they just got so into Grandmaster Flash that they're like, you know what? Let's start rapping during our punk songs. And if you've ever seen the documentary, A Beastie Boys Story, they talk about, and you can see those videos where in the middle of their punk songs, Ad Rock starts rapping, and it didn't take right away. But then after a while, they're like, you know what? These beats really work. So I was thinking for this movie, because Tarantino likes to rewrite history, you could have sort of the beginning of the movie be honest and real about how they formed, and then get them involved in sort of a noir mystery where they're forced to continue being a band, but they're actually working for a Los Angeles I don't know if you guys ever seen The Shield, but sort of like a Farmington underground syndicate of like gang and drug busters. And because they're the only 3 white Jewish guys in Los Angeles that know their way through the hip hop community, police officers will go like, you know, I found you guys did some crazy shit with some underage girls, some bullshit kind of thing where it's like, this is nothing, but they hold it over their heads and they make them sort of help them fight crime. But then the story sort of moves a little bit as they get a little bit older, to where now you have MCA, who, you know, God rest his soul, Adam Yauch, died in 2012. Disband the band. It sucks. It's one of my favorite bands of all time, and it sucked that he died. But you could have his character be sort of the moral compass, whereas Mike D and Ad Rock are like, dude, man, we gotta make some money, so let's get with these, you know, let's pit a bunch of gangs against each other, and we'll pit the cops against each other. But because MCA, Adam Yauch, is the moral compass, RIP, he's the one that kind of keeps them together and goes, no, man, we got to keep making music. And then that's when they come out with Ill Communication in 1994. I think Tarantino could blow it away. I mean, look at this picture. This should be a fucking movie. It should be a movie. I'm not even joking. Like, that should be a movie. I would
Didn't that GPT make that image?
No comment. No comment.
Well, I like
All I
that
know
he
is
both
that
wrote
GP
and
won't help
directed
me out
it.
with my loneliness, Joanne. So I'm not giving it any credit at all. But,
Let me see it again, Ben. Put that up there.
it looks like a Tarantino movie completely.
Yeah.
The 3 Beastie Boys, right there.
Look at
Kill
it.
Communication. Yeah.
No, I really like the idea, especially how you're talking about, like, it starts out with a more honest biopic, which is interesting, seeing how that band got formed in some of their early days, and then goes into, much like he does, rewriting history with a really interesting and something that plays into his wheelhouse of like kind of 90s crime, you know, right in the era of Pulp Fiction and everything like that. So
Yeah.
So he's giving the Beastie Boys a fairy tale.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
So cool. And then their music
with
pumping
that.
through that movie. Oh my
Yeah.
god! Plus him putting in other, you know, his interesting music drops all throughout, but still using Beastie Boy music, or maybe using inspiration of Beastie Boys.
Oh,
throughout,
dude.
or something like that. Like, he would do some really cool stuff with that.
Tarantino would use Cabbage Alley from the Meters. I don't know if you guys know who the Meters are, but they're a fucking awesome soul band. It would be such a cool movie for him to do, and people would be like, "What the fuck? Like, where did this movie come from?" Because no one really thinks about the Beastie Boys anymore, even though they were fucking huge back in the day. You know, so yeah, that's my pick. John, you're up, dude.
Well, okay, let me see. I don't have an original pitch for him. It's just, I mean, I think what you came up with, Ben, is like actually sounds like something that he would love to do, or would an idea he would come up with. I think other Ben also had a really cool idea that like could play into things that
Tarantino makes a movie about himself.
I mean, well, I just think the actual like what could be put on screen where it's a satire and kind of very meta. Like I think he could do a lot of fun stuff with his approach to that. But I don't have an idea to throw out that he would. It's more like genre, which everybody has in the past said, oh, well, he's done all these interesting genres. Love to see what his horror movie looks like. Love to see if he really was going to make a Star Trek movie. What did a Quentin Tarantino science fiction movie set in the future, set in space, actually look like? And I'm still down for all of those ideas. I just don't know what the story would be and what his approach would be. But the idea that he was supposed to make for his 10th film still sounds like the idea I want him to make for his 10th film. And here's my reason behind it. Well, I think from what I heard about the idea, I would twist it a little bit to get the final film out of him that encompasses all the things I want. But this film could give us everything that we want, because the film critic, which was the idea he wanted to make, and I think he's already decided to make it into a book, so it probably will never become certainly not his 10th film, but not a film in any way, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I wanted too, the movie critic. And a science fiction movie. So you don't have to come to me. And
what he could have done in the film critic is the film critic was going to clearly, and I believe it was supposed to be Paul Walter Hauser in the lead role, which sounded pretty inspired and awesome too.
Yeah.
He'd have him sitting in the theater.
Brad Pitt as a second lead. Yeah.
He'd have him sitting in the theater watching many clips from movies. So he could create a la the Death Proof movies where they made the fake trailers. He could make fake scenes from movies that the critic has to sit through that we as an audience get to view, which is a completely different movie style and casting and approach. Basically, he'd put mini movies within the film critic of all the films we haven't got a chance to see from him. A horror movie, you'd sit through 5 minutes of Quentin Tarantino's horror movie, which is really just a scene of the critic having to sit through that scene and watch it. You'd still make it relevant to the story and not just have you like, he'd find interesting ways to make those vignettes work, but you would get to break away from the main story, which is something we've seen him do so well, his laid back Jackie Brown and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood kind of style of like people hanging out in the 70s. But then it would break into these moments where you see the film critic watch something that is a horror movie, a science fiction movie. Now, it might be a 70s set science fiction movie, but he'd do such cool stuff with that. He'd still make it really fun. What his version for 10 minutes of the movie, us sitting through a science fiction movie or whatever, however he works those scenes in. Maybe it's a movie the guy has to watch multiple times. So you get a couple scenes from a certain movie and it actually tells you a mini story across those scenes. I mean, he did it with Pulp Fiction. He did all these little stories all throughout the movie. So he could find ways to still make those scenes not just feel like a break where you're watching something completely different and make it a vignette that makes sense and is incorporated. But you could go beyond just seeing the sci-fi and the horror. He could do any genre. The romantic comedy, whatever you guys want to work into that movie, it exists within that framework. And then if that sounds boring, you could still add, which I think the film critic might have had, you could add an element where there was a mystery going on in the real storyline with the film critic. I think it had something to do where somebody started to stalk him or something. So you could have kind of a more exciting storyline still going on in the real storyline around the critic, but then you get all these exciting moments when you see him just put other films on screen for us just to display and get those last creative. If he really wants to be, I'm only going to make 10 movies, I'm this special filmmaker who has to limit myself and I want to go out with a bang, then put all those every creative idea that you didn't get to do because you're limiting yourself into a little vignette within this movie.
I love it. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
It will never happen.
No. I mean, that's the thing. We're doing what we would want to see. Of course, it'll never happen. I mean, at this point, he's developing a television show with like Sylvester Stallone right now. So who knows when the fuck he's gonna make another movie. But I love all these so far. Who do we have next? Brandon? Did Brandon go? He started, right?
Oh, well, I do have to share before we
Oh, do we get another picture, dude? Do we get
another picture?
I don't want this picture to go away.
James, I do. I don't like it.
Am I weird that this picture's hilarious?
It is hilarious. And actually, what does it say in the bottom up your ass? What does it say?
Crawls up your ass and stays there. Okay, Brandon, you had a very inspired choice by picking Stomp. I think that was amazing. That was inspired, and you actually inspired me earlier while the conversation was going on to create one of these quick posters. So this is Quentin Tarantino's approach to My Human Centipede, starring James Cameron and some of his favorite pals.
Nice.
Oh God,
that's great.
So I don't know. I asked for.
It could have been My Human Piranha.
I said switch the people out for piranhas, and it still kept James Cameron and put Quentin Tarantino's name. It's doing all these crossover things, and I'm like, okay,
but
fine.
it did not understand ass to mouth, and that's why AI is not gonna work for people.
Yeah.
That's
because
true.
if it doesn't understand ass to mouth, then it just doesn't
You
understand.
really
The
have to
technology
experience
just isn't there yet.
You have to experience that for real. Like the technology will never really know how it feels to be ass to mouth.
Ding dong! Ding dong!
I got the name wrong too.
I was about to say I'm trying to understand the spelling of the name.
Quentin.
Yeah.
Oh, what does it say? What does it say?
I think this is its way around putting. It said it couldn't do any of this, and so it's like, oh, okay, I'll just I'll spell the names wrong.
Oh, I don't even know what Chat GPT you're using, but mine won't allow like guns or bad words or anything.
That's what I was getting at earlier.
It's like, I'm sorry, I'm a Christian AI. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I was surprised it made the other image with that's the part I was talking about.
Well, you know what?
I was surprised it let this one in with the word kill, you know?
Oh, yeah, no,
I might be getting myself in serious trouble because this is my work's Chat GPT. So.
Oh,
you can do
who
it for
is next?
free on the personal one.
So I know the bottom row has not gone yet. Myself, Brandon, you went.
I went. Yep.
Okay, so let's go with Mark here. Marky Mark. Sorry. Tarantino verse, baby.
Yeah, I like John's idea. But anyway,
I do too. Yeah.
Well, so did Quentin Tarantino for a while, and then he gave up on it. Damn it.
I still think Ben's was the best.
So at first I was thinking, again, I was looking through his genre of movies and of something that similar, but maybe he hasn't done yet. So I was thinking something maybe inspired by James Bond. But then as we were talking here just now, a new idea popped into my head that I think I might like better. So, since we're seeing a surgence of video game adaptations lately, I would think a Quentin Tarantino version of Grand Theft Auto.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. But would it be Vice City? Which version of it would it be?
I mean, Vice City would work really well for him, or there's a new one that's still being delayed coming out, but you could go with 5 because you've got 3 protagonists, especially the protagonist of Trevor would be really hilarious under his direction. But here, let me see. I'll share a screen because I did some more. Let's see. Screen.
What? Oh, you bring it? Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Here we go.
So here I did a funny James Bond one. Not quite what I was thinking, but
License to Bleed.
Nice.
But here's the real winner right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If he was ever going to do a game, that it would have to be this game. Have to be.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
100%. So this is what I want to see for number 10.
Nice. I think I love everything I've heard so far.
It's definitely a genre that would surprise people. It's like, oh, he's going out on a video game movie. That's pretty.
Yeah, but if you've played the game, it kind of makes sense. Like,
I get it. I picture it. It actually would be great.
And I think Vice City would be perfect because it's set in the 80s. It's kind of got like a Miami Vice feel to it. Yeah. But Joe.
All right. So I think I like true crime stuff, like Dateline, things like that. And I was actually kind of thinking too of a movie sort of about himself, but just kind of referencing himself. But what happens is that there's a copycat killer who starts to replay any violent scenes that he's made throughout his whole career. And then the director, which is not played by him, but it's like supposed to be him, he actually has to partner with Paul Dano, the actor he he dissed.
The one that he hates, that thinks he can't act.
Yeah. So he has to actually partner with him to track down the murderer. So that was kind of my idea. I was thinking that the copycat killer could actually be, well, yeah, they could actually be fixing some of his scenes. Like it could be like a critique on his movies, and they kind of do it in a way where it kind of like, oh, it would have been better if you did it this way. So it's kind of like they're critiquing his movies while they're acting violently. So for an extra twist. But that was my idea.
That's got like a Ben idea in there too, where it's like his ego really hits the
yeah, but it's kind of comes back to bite him, because he, like, the actor that he dissed is the one that he actually has to partner with, because he's going to be the one who's most likely to figure out the crime.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if Tarantino's last movie was literally the first ever biopic written and directed by a director that makes it about himself.
Right. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Jill,
Jill, I love it.
Orson Welles kind of did that a little bit with.
I guess so. Yeah,
kind of.
What did
you? Orson Welles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well. Obviously, Citizen Kane was about.
It was a very different person.
It was William Randolph Hearst.
But the egos are the same.
No, they are. But that was William Randolph Hearst. Yeah. You ready, Jill? Give us your final.
Well, no, not really, because John and I were of the same mind, and I had exactly written down his same exact answer. And so, because I wanted the movie he promised us. I wanted the movie critic movie. Obviously, like you said, we're probably never going to get it, but it would have been amazing. I love the idea of making it an anthology too. That is so cool. But, and of course I know, and the other thing I thought of was also the thing he thought of, which was, I know that he's not going to be making a Star Trek movie, because there's no way he's going to make his 10th movie, which is supposed to be his last movie, somebody else's IP. So he's not going to do Star Trek. But I would adore a Tarantino science fiction, because he's done a Western, he's done Kung Fu, he's done a war movie, he's done all these different genres, but we know he's a Star Trek fan. He could be like Seth MacFarlane and make his own sci-fi with blackjack and hookers. And I need to see it.
Star Trek with hookers.
That would be a good one too.
Well,
hey, thanks, Owen. Appreciate you, man.
But it's very similar to what John was saying, is that it's sci-fi, but it's kind of also kind of retro. And I need to hear Tarantino technobabble. I think he would be really good at writing that.
I think he would too. I think people kind of misunderstand like what he was gonna do with Star Trek. It's like everyone's thinking he's gonna be like, "Yo, motherfucker, fucking beam that shit up." Like I don't think that's what he was gonna do with that movie. Yeah, but that brings a great, my first idea with him was a horror movie, because he's very vocal about what he likes and doesn't like. And my favorite horror movie of probably the last 15 years was a movie called It Follows. And he loves that movie. And he wrote a whole thing about that movie. And I feel like a Tarantino directed horror movie that maybe was a little retro, a little heady or whatever could have been really cool. But obviously I want the Beastie Boys movie. I'm just saying he could have done a good horror movie as well. I don't think he would do a good underwater movie, but not all of us can. Only James Cameron can do that.
Yeah.
Owen says Captain Kirk will fuck all the.
But
I
they
love
will
it. I love
want
it when
him
my closest
first.
friends pop up on these random things. And just, I love it. Anybody? Wow. I guess. Wow. We really. Well, I guess it's been 3 hours, but man, we
Yeah.
blew through those. That was amazing.
10 years, man.
No, I forgot to tell you my other pick I had.
Oh yeah.
for,
Now we can throw out whatever the fuck what we want.
the puppet movie. I was thinking originally to do Jaws or some big monster when it came to a monster movie, like a big one.
Jaws, dude. Imagine Quint doing the. He's got the blackest eyes, like a doll's eyes, but it was just a fucking puppet. He's so great. One of the best monologues in cinema history, done with just like this weird orange puppet with fluffy hair. That'd be great.
That reminds me of an old YouTube video for the movie Cloverfield. But it's called Groverfield, where they replace the monster with Grover from
Grover.
Sesame Street. It's really well done. I would definitely look it up.
I think I've seen that. Yeah, it is good. Yeah. And I liked Cloverfield. It was one of the better. Yeah, it's one of the better like found footage movies, and it was marketed really well. Yeah, that movie is kind of fucking. It's very intense. Like it never really lets up. It's basically like if you're on the ground level when Godzilla is attacking, pretty much. You know? So yeah. Love that movie.
On the topic of Cloverfield style monster movies and puppet movies, the potential follow-up movie to Team America by Trey Parker was going to be a movie about people in rubber suits stomping on models. They were going to make their own kind of. It wasn't going to be Godzilla, but their own version of a giant monster movie where it was made with people in rubber suits and models. But Team America was so hard, they're like, no, that's going to be just as hard. We're not doing it. But that was an idea they had on the table for a long time. They wanted to do, and they just never got around to doing it or decided not to. But knowing what we could have got, like with their sense of humor, and I honestly think kind of the genius behind Trey Parker as a director, we would have got something pretty amazing. And it would have fallen in line with what we're talking about of like, there'd actually maybe be 2 movies to talk about that are puppet movies that fit this description that are actually fucking amazing. But didn't happen. I would have loved to see it. And I'm sure it would have been hilarious because whatever their idea behind it, and it would have been meta, and it would have had all the same tendencies that you get from Team America, and this would have been great.
Love it. Well, I'm adding Groverfield to my list. That's my one of my takeaways from tonight.
For sure.
Well, I gotta say, I'm so happy to have done this with you guys. 10 years is great. You saw how shitty we were at the beginning. Hopefully we're not quite as shitty anymore. We have lots of stuff coming up, but Martini Shot is here. What's your next video? What are you working on next, brother?
Great question, actually. I just today I put out a review and cocktail for the new Faces of Death movie.
Oh.
I've stayed far away from that movie because I remember the childhood videos of Faces of Death. Is it not that, or is it a movie?
It's not that. So like it's like a meta sequel where like the original Faces of Death movie exists.
I hated those things, man.
Well, this will be a lot more palatable. I'll leave it at
Okay,
that.
okay, good. Yeah,
for better or for worse. But I actually have no idea what I'm planning on reviewing next week. It's a bit of a slow period in the new movie releases right now. But
yeah, it's a little bit, but it's about to pick up. It's about to pick up.
And there's still some like good stuff to see out there. I just saw The Drama for the second time. I did a review and cocktail for that. I really enjoy that movie, so I would definitely.
I want to see that. I want to see that. I saw They Will Kill You, and I fucking love that movie. I absolutely love the stylized nature of that movie. Did you get the chance to see that one?
I haven't. No, not yet. I am trying to catch that when I can.
It's very good.
Yeah. I also saw a Pizza movie. That was actually better than I
Oh,
expected.
that's got Dustin from Stranger Things,
From
right?
Stranger Things. Yeah. Very fun little stoner comedy about just two guys tripping balls and trying to make it downstairs.
Wait, okay, is that like
trying to make it downstairs?
That's legit. That's legit like the plot of the movie.
I think I'll wait for streaming.
is that anything like Harold and Kumar or what?
Kind of like it's very silly and very like out there. Like it really goes like crazy with its like visual style and stuff.
Funny? Is it
yes,
funny?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It is like it's a comedy and it is legit kind of funny. I do think like there's some parts of it where like it probably won't make sense until you see it, but like it feels like it's kind of like huffing its own farts at points where it's just like, oh yeah, we're so out there, we're so crazy. But there is like there's some points where it's genuinely very funny, and it kind of reminds me of just like some comedic movies that we like don't get nowadays.
Yeah,
So-
that's what it sounds like. Because as soon as Jill said Harold and Kumar, because that's one of my all-time favorite comedies, is
Yeah.
the first Harold and Kumar movie. Holy shit! But in Pizza Movie, do they ride a cheetah?
They don't ride a cheetah.
Because in
but-
Harold and Kumar they do. So,
but they do switch bodies. They switch bodies at one point. There's one point where like they can't swear or else their heads blow up, and then they have to like start the scene all over again. So
All right.
it gets weird, but in a pretty fun way. So I do recommend it. It's on Hulu. So
I've always said that Gaten Matarazzo, I think his last name is. I've always said he's one of the best actors on Stranger Things, so I would definitely watch more stuff with him in it.
For sure.
So that's good to hear. That's good because I've actually heard of this pizza movie, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, it's such an uninspired name, but it is a good time. I do think it's worth checking out because I do think a lot of people will have a good time with it.
Cool. Jill, what do you have coming up next? Anything this weekend, or I know you're streaming a lot.
Well, I'm streaming a lot. I'm trying to get into Rumble Studio, so I'm going to do a Rumble Studio crossed with StreamYard stream tomorrow. So it's going to be Frankensteinian experimentation of just a hangout stream. We're just going to hang out and see, play with new technology. But the technology part is all my fault. And then hopefully we have fun while we're playing. And we're just going to talk about whatever, random topics, pop culture related. And on Tuesday, I'm continuing my For All Mankind, which will run into June. And after that, we'll get back to the Twilight Zone. But right now, Tuesdays are For All Mankind because I like to explore, our solar system. Hopefully, with the Artemis, it's great. We're finally getting on our way to catch up with For All Mankind. And on this Friday we're going to have a special guest, Retro Nerd Girl. If you don't know who she is a spectacular lady and I love her very much. And we're going to talk about a movie Scotty has been wanting to talk about a lot called Hudson Hawk.
Nice. Good one.
Yeah. So that'll be my next Friday. And that's
I
all for now.
love Hudson Hawk.
Unfairly maligned movie. I don't know why people don't like that movie.
It's maligned. I didn't even know. I just based hearing on Scotty. I thought everybody loved it.
They say that it derailed Bruce Willis's career big time in the early 90s.
Yeah. John, keep going for a second. I got something to show, but keep going.
Like stuff like Pulp Fiction obviously put him back on track of stardom and being in big movies, and then like he do another Die Hard sequel and that would put him on top as well. But for whatever reason, everyone thinks that no one got that it was going for a comedic tone and they expected a Die Hard movie. I don't understand that. It's like the marketing showed that it was a comedy. Action comedies already existed. It wasn't like a foreign type of movie. So I don't know. I always loved it. I saw it in the theater back in the day. It's always been, call it a guilty pleasure if it needs to be, but I've always just thought it was a fun action comedy with great performances, great music, funny as hell. Yeah. Have you seen it already, Jill? I think you're muted. possibly.
Well, if you're, I mean, what are you doing at 11 a.m. Friday next Friday?
Working, most likely.
Oh, darn. Yeah, that's my problem. My stream always happens too early for people.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But have you watched it?
Hey,
All right.
shut those kids
Not
up.
No, she's fine. She's on her way to bed, but she's got some.
I'm absolutely kidding. Sometimes when I'm doing my Night of the Seven Kingdoms stream with Bobek, his kid is literally crawling over his head. I'm joking, Jill. I'm joking. Oh shit! Did I offend?
Oh, you didn't offend me. You didn't offend me. I was
totally kidding. It was just yeah.
It's okay. No,
So
she's fine. No, see, that's a thing that a lot of people don't understand. If you're a mother, you hear a kid scream, you're happy. You know that they exist and they're having fun, and it's when they're dead quiet that I will excuse myself and I will walk away, and nobody will know, because when they're quiet is when you have to worry, not when they're screaming and having fun.
See, it's the opposite with cats. When cats are making noise, you're like, "Uh-oh, something's wrong."
If it's unusual, yeah. Tommy's
and it does depend on the scream, but some people can't differentiate the happy scream from the distressed one.
John knows what this is, so I'm just going back in the past since it's our 10-year anniversary. This was our first. This was not our first time on camera, John, but it was our first time with the green screen.
Our first full recorded on camera.
And if you look,
and the cinematography is just impeccable on this.
If you notice, we're completely out of focus.
As far as Thor's.
Well, that's right, Ben. You said you added the flames so people would think that that's like fumes.
Yes. I added the flame so people wouldn't realize that we're out of focus.
Damn hot. Our takes are so hot that you can barely see through the fumes and the flame to our faces.
Yes, I added the flames so that no one would care that we were out of focus. Like,
good job. Worked for me. But that was our first on camera.
Yeah, it was our first. Well, we did a Halloween stream on camera, but we used a black background and we were fine. But when we decided to kind of fuck with the green screen, it's like, yeah, that's what we got. Because if you don't have a cameraman who's shooting you, sometimes as soon as something goes out of focus and you can't go back there and look, then the whole fucking thing is going to be out of focus. So fuck you. No. What do you want me to do about it? God damn it. It's not my motherfucking fault. Well, yes, it is technically, but oh, dude, this is the greatest. Real quick before we say goodbye. Oh, I love this one. I love this one.
I was there for that filming. That was
fun. Our Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
The over the shot T-Rex part was the one that I liked the most.
And Sadie was in this one.
That's right. Yes.
In 65 million BC. I agree, especially since the concept of time hasn't been invented yet. Speaking of time, how do you keep your hair so short in 65 million BC? I'm jealous. Gravity. Another concept that hasn't been discovered. What is that? What? You don't think she's back?
Nice. True gold classic right there.
Holy dino shit.
Yeah.
And the classic logo.
So I want to get to the part where John,
the guy from Crucial Time.
No, Ben, you guys show the part where you guys are getting chased and the cameras like a.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, John, do you remember when we did the scene from Silence of the Lambs where I'm like,
that's one of my favorite parts,
staring at my ass while I'm like writing hieroglyphics on the cave. Oh yeah, because so here's a clip right here.
Reminds me of that time we took down that cichlid monodon.
Yeah, there we go.
Feasted on its flesh.
Okay, so wait, where's that scene we're thinking of?
I don't know.
Zip, zip, zip. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yep.
Painful moment from our past. Remember that time we got chased out of the cave by the T-Rex? I do remember that.
Got like a Benny Hill feel to it.
I kind of respected this filmmaker leading in.
I love how it just cuts back. We're like, I kind of respected this filmmaker.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was fun. Those were the fun times, man. Before like COVID and all that shit, we're just doing these things every day. Okay, here's the last one, and then I swear I'll stop.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Song. I'm petting the dinosaur.
Yeah.
With the lotion on his skin.
although I do remember John making a funny face too, or like you know Ben, when you guys did the group Predator one, and you had like the Predator zooming in on two people going at.
Oh yeah. I had to actually take that one down because it was we had some junior high school teachers on that panel, and their students caught wind of that video, and I was like, I should probably take that motherfucker down. Yeah,
Right.
which sucks because that thing had like a couple thousand views, but regardless. Anyway, what's this in the private chat? BRB. Oh, Jill, is she back? Jill, are you back? Sorry,
That was from a while ago. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. But let's see. Is there? Oh, dude, I want to. Let's see. Is there any other? Oh, you know what I want to go to?
That was
Go
a
ahead.
new one. Sorry, she did that twice.
That's okay. I was thinking of looking at real quick while everyone's still here and willing to hang. I want to talk about some people. This podcast that found us, that likes us, said that they were laughing their asses off at what John and I called the Cocko-meter. You remember the Cocko-meter, John?
Not specifically.
Okay, so the Cocko-meter.
Cocko-meter.
The Cocko-meter was, for one video only, Deadpool 2. We decided to just make it all extreme, where we're just like fucking yelling and screaming and saying F-bombs. And then instead of the gulp gauge, we called it the Cocko-meter.
How original.
Background and not as I expected a lot more gore. To some degree, where they were just going to really actually offend me. Thankfully, it didn't go that way. I mean, I think there's some fun uses of the violence and the death scenes in this film, but it didn't go over the top. Like you're.
Oh wait! I forgot about that. We get shot with machine guns.
Actually,
You guys are good actors.
Thankfully, it didn't go that way. I mean, I think there's some fun uses of the violence and
Nice eye effect.
Scenes in this film, but it didn't go over the top.
That's terrible.
Oversaturation of the violence, like you could see that there's gruesome death scenes happening in this movie, but they're sort of happening half off screen. Like you're watching Cable like twist some guy's neck and then like shoot guns up through his chin.
There it is.
Okay, so on the Cocko-meter, more this was more of, like we said, it's more of, Ryan Reynolds taking them. It's not really a knock. 100%. Yeah, so for me, for Deadpool 2, because I had a fun time with it. I was laughing really hard. There was jokes that didn't land, but that's with everything that's trying really, really hard to be funny. I would have to say it's a 6.75. Man, this movie
6.75 squirts on the Cocko-meter.
Such a specific number.
Yeah. For the viewers, but still entertained. Still found it to be fun. Summer entertainment if you leave your brain at the door. So I'm going to go 6.25. Extreme.
Anyway.
Did you have to take those down too?
No, these ones are fine.
Nice.
Oh, you know what we should do, John, is we should just watch a quick second to embarrass ourselves with the rap song at the end.
Check out this review.
Take your favorite. Go out with the fave.
Oh yeah.
Drink it up.
Man, we gotta get back to using the drink it up more often.
Production, yo, dick, don't even function. Yo, dick, look like a munchkin. My dick, size of a pumpkin. Yo, dick, look like Macaulay Culkin. My dick.
I don't know if I can take any more.
I forgot what good actors you both
This
are.
is what YouTube was made for.
You know what? It was a time long ago, Brandon.
Good times, though. Good times. 10 years.
But honestly, I would do that again. I would do that again if the opportunity arose. So yeah.
Ben, thank you for keeping this going for 10 years. Let's keep it going for another 10 and longer. And let's just keep making it great every time. I freaking love
man.
the Cinema Gulp shows.
It's fun. It's
Hell
funny
yeah,
to
man.
it's funny to listen to that first episode where we just were aimless, and then through the years just come up with shit. You know, regardless of audience, regardless of anything like that. Just us, just being buddies and talking about movies. I love it so much. I love you.
Sure, man. Love you. And love our audience, everyone who's been with us. You know, I don't know if there's someone, honestly, if there's someone who's been listening since day one, please let us know in the comments. That would be amazing to hear about. But
I bet you they're in Australia, dude.
if there's anybody who's like a longtime listener, throw it in the chat of how long you've been listening.
For some reason, we have this huge fan base in Australia where like 70% of our audience is there. I have no idea why.
Hacksaw Ridge and Moana were two of our top
No, Hunt for the Wilder
Hunt for the
People.
Wild
Yeah,
People.
yeah.
Those are like
There
our
you
top
go.
reviews, and they were all Australian-based movies.
Well, thank you guys
Well,
so much. I got one last chat.
I
Go ahead.
felt like I met John like for Lord of the Rings because we did the Lord of the Rings Return of the King, and also together we did the Aliens movie where he proceeded like I had like a prepared notes of what I wanted to talk about the movie, and he just off the top of his head recited all of the lines of the movie during that.
Brian, that was
call.
Brian. That was Helmet.
Oh, that was Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm mixing you guys up.
But I love that
that's
video. The
fun.
Alien one, everyone was so hilarious in that one.
And Jill, you
Yeah.
were a rock star at chugging those beers. Total
I
rock
hadn't
star.
drank beer like that since I was in college.
I don't know. It might be a bit much, but I was throwing out there maybe an Evil Dead chug show this summer. But
ooh,
I'm game.
That sounds like fun.
I actually would love to get Brandon in as well into a chug show if he's interested in chugging beer.
Yeah. We've talked about that in the past.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
no,
yeah.
Ben, you can get away without chugging the beer as well. I do it every time.
Well, I think Brandon would man up like me and
Yeah,
actually
sure.
drink beer there, John. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Jill was great on Serenity, which we did last year too. We did a 20th anniversary of a little known movie, but it was really fun. I'm glad to see it kind of started to pick up a little bit after. Sometimes like edited content doesn't do well at the beginning, but then you check back in on it like a year later and you're like, oh shit, like people started watching it, you know? So it's kind of nice when you see that. So
Because people are excited about the cartoon that's coming out soon.
yeah, real excited. I wish it was an actual live action show, but yeah.
Yeah. But you know, you take what you can get. I
You
love
do.
Star Trek the animated series, so maybe this will be that good. If
Yeah.
it's that good with better animation, I'll be happy. But something
Uh,
at least one episode as good as yesteryear. Yeah. Firefly will do fine.
We lost Joanne because her power went out at her house. She just
Oh shit.
She just texted to say that.
Oh no.
Bummer. Damn.
I was
well,
wondering
you
what
know,
happened. I thought she was just tired of her shit.
I think she's lived in Florida, so an alligator must have ate her cord.
Transformer or that or a hurricane, which they get often, but it's not the season for that right now. So
Soon.
Jill, I'll give this one to you, and then we'll end the show.
Move up. Move a little bit to your right or your left. Sorry. There we go. Action. Nah, we start over. I got your frame though. What looks better? That looks better, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the guy I did Aliens with. Okay.
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
Brian.
sense.
Yeah. So this is a little behind the scenes for you, Jill. Since I love it that you love this video so much.
I do. I think it's great.
Action.
Oh, I still have to review Office Space. It's one of my favorites.
Keep him kicking him 2 or 3 times.
Oh wow.
That's great. I mean, you bought a toy just to beat it up. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's right. Like John bought this Infinity Gauntlet of foam, and we only had the one. So every time we hit it, we really had to make it count. You know, like every shot had to be a different. Yeah, every shot had to be a different thing. An arrow had to hit it. The Mjolnir had to hit it. Yeah, it's crazy.
The sun came up right when we fucking hit record, pretty much. Okay, so let's try it. Go action. All right, so I'm looking at it right like this, right? Yeah. You do this. But you're not gonna do a follow through because that would mean you missed. Action. Okay, let's go again. I don't know what they're doing for this. We'll just do a quick trial one, but I'm gonna shoot it anyway. But whoa.
We are very professional, Jill. If you couldn't tell,
No,
very.
but this shows just how hard it is to film something as awesome as you did. Is that it did take a lot of work.
Yeah, it's not.
That's
It's
cool.
not. Yeah, it's fun. Anyway, I'll play it like another second.
Lift them up, but yeah. Well, go as far as you can, because even though we cut, it still would be good if just keep going with the motion. Action.
Oh, that
That was
was
good.
great when you saw the foam just fly everywhere. Yeah.
Oh,
that
so
was good.
I spent like 2 days breaking up all this foam and spray painting it the color of the Infinity Gauntlet. So just so I could throw it up when he hits it, and you can barely even see it.
That's dedication.
Oh,
to the
this
chaos.
is the good shit right here. When we get to my house.
Right, move it a little bit. Yeah, just because, or whatever. Right. So. Action.
Whoa.
It's dangerous.
Keep going. It's the 10-second scene, so keep going. Too fast. Go, Cap. Let's see what you got.
Oh, this is the best. Anyway, sorry, I'm boring the audience, but yeah.
No, but that's cool. That's one of my favorite things. Like I'd never watched the behind the scenes stuff. So
Dude, that's the kind of shit that I miss so much. You know,
Hey,
it's
we're
like-
gonna have more of that soon.
we're having that. Yeah,
Very
yeah. Oh,
special video coming
quick
up.
announcement. We're making another short film for Cinema Go that's going to come out for Halloween. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
I say we make that our next big focus. Get some of those meetings going and figure it out.
Yeah, it's all written, it's all storyboarded, like everything's ready to go. We're gonna start shooting it in June and make sure that it gets ready for Halloween. But I don't want to give away the concept, but it's gonna be kind of like this, sort of. But not.
Well, you said it was for Halloween, so we know it's going to be a little spooky.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's
That's
gonna.
it.
Well, but it's funny. It's not gonna be like a horror, but it's a short film, and the $10 you gave me, Joe, I appreciate that because that's going into the fun for this movie. We got about 500, $600 for this movie, so it's all we need, you know.
And $10.
If you know what you're doing, you don't really need a bunch of dough, you know.
Yeah.
So true. I mean, dough doesn't hurt, you know. But
Represent This is here. Hey.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
My buddy, oh dude, if you guys haven't seen his Poltergeist series, it's insane, so good. What's up, brother? 10 years. Yes. Thanks for being here, man. His channel's
That's
on
pretty good.
fire, dude. His channel's
That's
on
pretty good.
fire.
I've only been here. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's approaching 10,000, so he's crushing.
10,000.
All right, nice.
Holy crap.
Oops.
I've
I
only
just
been
wanna
doing
shoot a
this for
picture of
4
John.
years, but I've already been demonetized for inauthentic content somehow.
I still don't understand that.
I don't either. I'm not
so
a robot.
strange.
It's for
And you're
the
not even
AI
yeah,
slot, but I don't do that.
very weird. That whole thing's very weird. Yeah. John, any last words? Or should we let everybody go? Because I've had fun. I really loved everybody's Tarantino picks. That was the one where I was like, everybody had a great idea. You know,
Except for me, I had John's idea after he said it.
the MCU one was kind of a
my
mess.
idea was Quentin Tarantino's idea. I might have added some things, but basically my idea was his idea. So
That's why I wanted exactly what he wants. Also,
Yes,
so that's why we converged.
yes.
Yeah. The MCU one was the only one I thought was kind of a massive failure. Like, I didn't really understand what anybody was trying to say, except for maybe myself.
We were
But,
just
my case, motherfucker!
we were just basically picking our favorite parts of the MCU and saying, "Do that."
I thought your idea of the Beastie Boys as superheroes was a great idea.
I didn't say they were superheroes. I said they were part of the Tarantino verse.
Oh, that wasn't your Marvel idea? Oh, I'm gonna
No. That would actually, I might actually make that. No, yeah. But I think the puppet one was great. Everybody had great puppet ideas. Yeah, that was fantastic. But thanks everybody for. Well, I'm talking to the panel more specifically because I don't know how many people are left watching because it's kind of late. But Brandon, it's been so good to get to know you, and we're gonna do so much more shit. And I can't wait to have you on other stuff. Mark, obviously, you're an OG. You know, we've been friends for a long time now. I love you. Jill, man, I can't even thank you enough, Jill, for how much you've done for this channel by just talking about it during your own shows. And you got a nice audience there. So I appreciate that very much. Never want you to think I don't. And
Oh,
and
you're
John,
welcome. Of course. I do appreciate you too.
represent this as in
great.
2024, they tried to demonetize me saying I was narrating scripts. You know what that means? Represent this, that you're just a good writer. So they just automatically think that you're ripping someone off. Yeah, I've listened to your show, pretty much every one of your shows, and I know that you write those yourself. Oh, I did that too. Okay. Okay. So you guys are having a conversation. Get a room.
Yeah,
Get a room.
no, that's what happened to me. I think that's what's happened to me is that they think I'm probably copying somebody else's work, but I spend the exact amount of time that I spend on a live stream writing the content that I create for each of one of my live streams. If I have a 5-hour live stream, that means that I spent 10 hours total working on it. I spent 5 hours preparing for it at least. And apparently, you know, whatever, it's inauthentic and I'm mass producing it. I'm just a robot.
You know what? I'm with them, Jill. You are such a faker. Like every time I listen to you, I feel like you're reading off a script. How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, the one I made. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, anyway, I was kidding, clearly. But yeah.
I know, but
yeah.
it's really frustrating. But anyway, you know, congratulations on 10 years. You don't have that problem because I was not on camera this whole time. And because of this thing, I started being on camera because of it. But you were on camera because you wanted to be, and you create stuff because you're an actual filmmaker. Like I just make book reports. You actually make movies. And I'm happy to be your friend and see what you make. It's really
You know what? We all make good content. I love watching
Mhm.
Brandon's show. I love listening to yours. It's all good. We're all blowing each other here. I get it. Anyway, John, final words, man, and then I'm gonna hit end stream here. I love you guys. I love everybody that watches. I just John's one of my best friends in the world, and I love that we get to talk movies and just have fun. And that's it for me. John.
Well, yeah, I mean, it started with just you and I, and we've been able to build a bit of a community and bring people together and be able to hang out with friends that we have that don't live in California anymore and stuff. So it's really great. I love this channel. Hope it keeps going forever. Lots of great ideas in the work. And we thank everyone for joining whenever you can. Every video that gets a view by you guys out there is we love it. And we love to share our opinions. And we love to hear your guys' opinions. So keep giving comments and keep telling your friends about it and help us grow this channel. So let's keep it going. Ben, I don't know if you have a soundboard button where you can do the We Drink Your Cinema, but I feel like at least our 10-year anniversary video has to go out with the We Drink Your Cinema.
We can say it, but I don't have a board. I can do this.
Bring the toy back to the carpet. Bring it back to the carpet.
That's just like our tagline, but okay.
Put that cookie down.
Yeah. Okay, so We Drink Your Cinema, bring it back to the carpet.
Put that cookie down.
Yeah, We Drink Your Cinema.
I love it.
We drink it up.
10 years, man. 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. 10 years.